That works. Ooh. No skim for me. Also, actually kind of insane there's not a single iota of boost. Missed? I don't know about that. Hey, Dogfish. Tips on that air dribble. You go slower than you think you need to. That's a good starter tip. But then stop trying to push the ball. What you're actually trying to do is match the speed of the ball so it sits on your car, and then you push the ball by boosting. It'll be easier if I demonstrate, so next time I get a chance, I'll try to demonstrate. Ooh, he's gonna double that. He didn't, but that was close. I'll be in the background learning. Good. It's good to be a lifelong learner, chat. Pass middle. Ooh. Okay, I think teammates are on a oh, they're not. Okay, well. That was one of those rare moments where like we were both in a good position to shoot that, and it just so happened that we like were, you know, not smart in our positioning there. We're gonna fake that. That kind of works actually. Alsig, bang. Oh, nice save. Hi, TB. Oh, I probably could have scored that. I didn't expect them to throw it right at me, though. Good touch, Alsig. PJ, goal? No? I can't get that? Ah. I don't know if I've just been away from the game for a bit, but this map looks much, like, darker, and I can't really tell why. Like, something about the lighting of this map, it just looks like it's overcast or something. Do you guys see this? Am I high? Has this map just always looked like this? I don't know why it looks so much darker right now. Did I have some like graphical settings turned off? Ah, I wanted that back post. We're gonna try to get this guy in the demo. Nice. How are you? We're doing better. I did legitimately take a like a couple days off from this game because I was crashing out, dude, the other day. I could not handle how incredibly irritating this stream has been. Streams have been. I feel like I've been letting you guys down a bit on content, so I've been trying. It does look darker. Yeah, I'm super lost. Is it true if you have a wide field of view, it helps a lot? FOV should be as high as you can get it, in my opinion. That's like the one setting that universally there's no advantage to having on a lower. I guess like if you're someone who likes a certain perspective on like certain reads, probably a lower FOV helps more than a lower one, but I think you need more information. And the best way to get more information on what the field looks like is to have a higher or a wider FOV. That's a goal. Nice. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. But so historically when I upload a short, I usually get like, if I get like 10 to 15K views on those videos, those are like good videos. Like those popped off. Those were like something that people were, you know, resonating with. And I'm like, all right, cool. The past 4 uploads I've had have all gotten over like 30,000 views. I have no idea what's going on. I did a stream for Crab Champions, which is a game that on Twitch at least has like legitimately like 60 viewers worldwide. And it was like my most viewed stream. So I think the algo is low key kind of like promoting my stuff right now. So I'm like, you know what? If this is a Rocket League channel and my algo and the videos on my shorts are popping, I should probably be streaming too. And here we are. So I was gonna take a kind of extended break from Rocket League, but I figured, you know what? We're feeling okay. We slept well. We got some good food in us. I ate some taquitos. So now we got some room to roam here. I just streamed 20 CFP 26 an hour or so. I'm never streaming it online again. Why did you stream it? Or rather, what happened when you streamed it? I just watched I just watched Kurt Benkert's video that he put out where he's like, he's playing the road to CFB or the road to the CFB playoffs or whatever in online. And bro, even he was like losing his mind at like some of the cheese some people are coming up with or some like the random glitches the game has. And I'm just like, damn, that guy plays this game and is good at it professionally. And he's raging at online. Apparently South Carolina is like an incredibly like hacky team because their offense is like insanely fast. So like you're basically just playing against a bunch of like 99 overalls and you're like, okay. I love Cozy Pete, don't we all? All right, I gotta remember this is twos. People are just gonna go for absolutely everything. Oh. Well, good air dribble. I didn't think he would actually try to hang that like that. Finds you a miss. What's the best map? Whatever map you prefer. Felt like I got away from on that one, but okay. Oh, I played his touch and then he didn't touch it, so. On 4. I see the Hydrate Taco. Hello, Estobesto. He's gonna tap that right for me. Or not. Wow, that was the worst possible bounce, or rather lack of bounce. I was playing off the ceiling and then it just kind of didn't go. That's a goal. Yep. I'm not sure what teammate was hoping for here. He had no boost. He tapped in the ceiling and then he didn't follow it. So it was like, if you hit it harder, that would have been a great pass straight down. Those are like a great way, like if there's some guy on the backboard already and you have the beat to the aerial, but you can't like slow down enough, knock it directly into the ceiling. And most of the time, if your teammate is right next to you, it's like a great pass that's like too far away from the goalie, but it's also gets back down into a place your teammate can actually touch it.
Tournament last month. Speaking head emoji, microphone emoji, basketball emoji.
For winning the tournament. What tournament was this again? Did I forget something? Mystery, thank you for the 11.99 euros. Are you back in Europe already? Yes, so how's it going? It's been pretty good. Took a break from Rocket League for a bit. I also discovered a game on my wish list for a while. My friend was like, I was like, I really just need a game that's relaxing and kind of chill. And my friend was like, yo, he's like, I was looking through your wish list. And you see Mini Motorways. It's like a $10 game. It's like a chill kind of, I would say kind of puzzle game. I don't know if anyone's here has played it. I gotta say that game is a 10 out of 10. I totally understand why people list it as a overwhelmingly positive review game. Like that game was, I literally soaked up like 5 hours last night playing that game, dead ass. Where rank you? Right now this is GC 3. Buenos tardes. Puto is definitely not friend. But you can't use the most basic Spanish swear and then expect people not to know that. I've been playing nothing but Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I don't know if teammate knew how to aerial. So we'll move on from that. We'll have one more bad game of twos and then we're gonna stop queuing twos for the day. I've noticed lately twos is I've dropped like about 30 points in twos, and I've noticed at this range it's gotten especially bad. Like if I lock in and I play twos when I'm like cracked out of my mind, moving crazy fast, I feel like twos is really fun and it's winnable. But if I'm not and I'm kind of just like playing off my teammate, it's kind of dependent on them to be like actually someone who has ever played at high levels, and that doesn't really exist at that rank at least. All right, Double OG, these jokes would be funnier if you knew any of the actual creative Spanish swears. Were you an old announcer? I mean, I don't know what you mean by that. I am a commentator currently. The reason you might not have seen much with me lately is because there's literally no more esports this year for anyone outside our LCS. So I did a national championship for 2 different collegiate leagues, and beyond that, I don't think I did really anything else this year. It's kind of insane how little esports work there is this year. Also for the hydrate. Road to 1800 on the other team. Interesting. Not an SSL. He's setting his goals realistically. I see. Can you teach him stuff? One sec. I gotta. Oh, whoops. I saw my teammate over there and he wasn't like moving back that fast. So I was like, oh, he must be staying upfield. I should have checked. It's almost like there's a right stick for that reason. Oh, okay, chat. I'm unrusting from a couple days off. I was not looking at the ball because I thought I could just beat him over the top on that. And I was not wrong, necessarily. All right, these guys are playing really timid, so we should probably take advantage of that. Where are you from? I'm originally from New York State in the United States. You guys don't know where that is if you're not from the United States. That's in the Northeast. Oh, you went for that. Okay, again, I have to remember that this is twos, so players are just gonna dive in on stuff, and I need to remember that. I was learned about land spouts. I've only heard of water spouts. Aren't those... no, wait. I was gonna say, aren't those the same thing? And then I'm like, wait, no. All right, there's a freebie. Wait, oh, he missed. That's actually kind of crazy. Are you gonna air dribble that immediately? Yes, you are. Sick boost, or bump, rather. Ooh, that was a really heavy touch by that guy for no reason. Ooh, a land spout, I guess, is like a tornado but weaker and starts from the ground instead of the sky. Sounds about realistic. Can you teach me some stuff? I'm trying to get better right now. I'm silver 2. Okay, immediately I read silver 2. You just need to play the game. Learn how to aerial and learn how to, in practice, just driving into the ball and hitting it. If you're silver and you're looking for ways to improve, it's really just you can't hit the ball consistently enough. That's really it. The moment you can do that more consistently is the moment you'll start ranking up. I actually have a video, SSL tries KBM, where I go and play on an account at like, you know, a starter rank, but I'm playing on keyboard instead of on controller, and I'm able to get to like diamond basically just by knowing where to be and knowing the basic mechanics. So I think it's a series that could help you out in teaching you like how to make certain adjustments, what to work on, etc. Touch that middle. That actually is not the best touch by him, but that's okay. We're gonna soft touch that. Almost a little too soft. Ooh. No, what? Dude, that, of all the places to spawn, of all the places to spawn, that's so unfortunate. Oh no, I clear it to the side on a miracle last second save, and then my teammate spawns into this like friggin' deflection. And now we're getting Spanished. Oh, they missed. Okay, well. What? He got back to that? That's crazy. Hit me? Or just do that? Why would... I don't know what you're trying to do there, but he literally had the perfect beat. I was pre-jumping the pass and he held it, but it's right there. Like, just throw the ball at me. If you throw that ball at me, there's literally no way the defense gets it, but he held on to it. So the reason why I'm yelling at him on that one is because like he is trying to bait them into something that fundamentally like you can't have happen. Like if you're trying to tap the ball out, they already know the ball's going to go out off the wall. So if you tap it there, you have to speed it up. That way, if they dive at it, they're going to miss. But if he's just going to hold on to it, it's basically just being like, hey, defenders, I'm going to do exactly what you think I'm doing. And then they're like, okay. You know what? Whatever. It's twos. I need to shake it off. We're in the lead. After this game, can you share your controller keybinds? Thank you for pause doing that for them. Or for whoever did those commands. Wow, that's a huge clear for no reason. Nice deflection. Booch, you got aerial? Why are you backwards still? Going for the lightest touch there just to rebound it out wide. Still struggling to air dribble like that. Oof, I went a little late on that one just because, again, this rank is a little like in between. It's still technically GC3, but everyone's a little hesitant, like all the time. And so it results in a lot of plays where like, yeah, you're gonna go for that, right? 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 They just don't go. And then I'm like hesitating because I'm like, I don't want to go because now I'm like going way too late. Oh no. Good save. I'm gonna leave you that boost. Oof, that is not what you want. That's gonna be a really rough read, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I played their shot. He didn't want it, I guess. I'm not gonna get that boost because I just need to be close to the ball. Nice, okay. Yeah, teammate has not demonstrated that he knows how to air dribble this game either, so that's something I'm also gonna have to keep in mind on. If he gets boost and he's off the wall, I'm gonna probably have to call his bluff. Okay. Nice challenge. Teammate stay on the inside of that. Wait. Wait, oh, my teammate. Oh my God. I thought that was my teammate demoing one of them. So I'm like, oh, that's a goal. Interesting. I'm gonna roll that for him. Can you add gambling? Unfortunately, I do not have gambling on my plans, I guess. That was a bad read. It's okay. It's not like Booch is gonna miss that. Nah, he is. I shouldn't have gone for that. I was like, I know it's why it's hard kind of playing in this rank because people are sometimes they're very quick to the read, sometimes they're not. On that one, I literally waited because I was like, he's not gonna go. These guys have been played slow, and then that's the one time he goes fast. Good job by him. Bad decision by me. Seem to be playing well. I'm not, but we'll get there. My hands are definitely a little cold. I might need to turn down AC. Yeah, we're like one bad teammate game away from stopping playing 3s or 2s for the day. Because we're at the rank where like I need to be like incredibly locked in and warmed up to play, and I'm not at that level right now. So don't really want to continue playing 2s if we're not able to basically carry these games. Nice little win, Tyler. All right, I was gonna hit that across, but then I realized I need to hit that much lighter. I don't think he had that. It's okay, light tap. Sure. How you been, little I'd say that second touch probably screwed him up. I'm not sure why rotate. I think rotate 1800. He said my bad in chat. I think he meant to clear that super heavy off the crossbar because he thought I was probably crashing. So he was like, I need to get to this immediately instead of just, you know, vibing. All right, teammate. Bro's he's playing smart. He grabbed the boost, immediately went up to the corner, and then played the hard read. He's like, yeah, if Glock wins this, it's fine. We got someone back. If not, then free goal. Good shot by him. I would go for that, but Glock is going to give it away. Nice. Or not give it away. It's good 50 by him. Oh, I didn't get the bump on him. Interesting. Oh, whoops. I got way too underneath that. Or not enough underneath it. I'm going to take that back. All right. Nice little extra touch there at the end. Stream lagging a bit for everybody else. Sometimes YouTube just does that. If it does lag, just go down and up. So an air dribble like that is more so just like trying to get the forward flick. Road to 1800 keeps saying lol. I don't know why he's trash talking his opponent. Honestly, Glock probably just got good chow as last. Okay, yeah, he's toxic right now. Yeah, the other team right now is giving up, so we're kind of just playing 1v2 right now. Nope. Nice. But also sometimes you guys are watching on data, and this is a high quality stream chat. My bad. I'm expecting my 800 teammate to be capable of rotations. My fault. I'm not gonna lie, Glock. It was kind of your fault. Like I don't want to weigh in on this argument that Orange team is having. Yeah, YouTube guys can't see it, but these guys are going at it right now. You might be able to hear the little think, think, think. But yeah, they're yelling at each other right now. You will never even come close to 1800 with how bad with as bad as you are. That's a really badly constructed sentence. You're terrible at this game. Thanks. All right, well, cool win. Hi, Reeve Pounder. How you doing? I haven't played in 2 months. Lol, lol, lol. Strange flex. All right, another quick sip. I'll get real close to the mic so you guys can hear this sip. I hurt my finger yesterday. My sister gave me. Oh, Zan, that's a really gross statement. And that's why you read fast and read ahead. Favorite goal explosion? I have titanium white shattered, which is really nice. I also have gilded butterflies, which is like probably my favorite non-clean type of explosion. Hey, Tut, you're bumped. Nice, Elsig. Good attack. Sup, Debbie? What bothers you the most when playing with randoms? Kills your teammates follow me around. Well, that's like a low rank thing. Honestly, my biggest issue with teammates is playing too impulsively. I would say that's like the number one thing, especially at Grand Champ, because it's like a lot of times in Grand Champ, if you're playing fast and immediate, it's not always a problem. And if you're playing passive, it's also not a problem. It's when you're doing that and when you're doing the other. So it's always kind of frustrating when you have like these games where someone needs to get back and instead they're just going to be like diving forward and going for absolutely everything under the sun, when really there's like such a low percentage chance that they get these reads off, blah, 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 blah. But then on the other hand, there's like these moments where like these players need to be aggressive and they're just so freaking scared that they just keep staying back. And eventually it's like, I need you to like just decide something once after thinking about it for a half second and then go. Like, that's all it is. But instead people just kind of act on a whim and they just act like they're like bots simming a Rocket League game. It's very rough. Real alpha boost? Do you see my boost, buddy? Oh. I was not super worried about that because I was like, he says take the shot, but I was like, buddy, I could see him pinching the ball and he's not even close to the ball. So I was like, that's fine. I don't know why he's blaming me for that. He's like, take the shot. I mean, yeah, I guess someone has to challenge, but like, I knew he wasn't going to score. There's 2 of you back. I didn't expect your butt to be tapping that in. I guess my bad. All right, we need to break. Tap that into him. I got an extra touch I did not mean to. I will not be able to get this fully, but I dunked that. Oh, nice, cool. So I get your team to choose the right moment to be passed. I mean, that's like basically, so in high levels, you need to be able to react quickly, but I don't mean that in terms of like you need to go immediately. You need to recognize situations and respond accordingly in a very short amount of time. Basically, you're cutting out the buffer period where like, imagine like, you know, like when YouTube's lagging and your like video has to pause and you're just like buffer. It's like that, but with people's brains sometimes in Rocket League. There's too many times where I can see people loading their options where they're like, can I go? You need to be like, can I go or can I not? Okay, I'm not gonna go. And then you get out, you know? Like it should never be a situation in which you're actively trying to figure out what you're doing in the moment. Like you should have an idea. If you wanna go, go. If you don't wanna go, then bail. Oh, I did not think Tut was going to be the one to get back on this one. I'm going to redirect that. Ah, I was trying to hit that near goal, but I guess that works. That should be a shot, maybe. I'm going to 50 that. Nope. I missed a bunch of pads, I'm not going to lie. His favorite fun car? Personally, the Ecto 3, the Ghostmobile, or the Ghostbusters car. Pretty lit. I've had great success with that car. I played with it straight up for like 4 days as my main. I don't think I switched a single time. I need to stay in the goal so I don't get demoed. We're gonna grab some pads here. Tut is going to slap that. Yes, he is. Not the best read. Alcid can turn and then rocket across. Oh man, if he passed that across, that would have been next level game IQ. Tut's still gonna get that next one. Light is gonna take that back, steal that boost. That's fine. What's this car preset? This is literally just a red Fennec, I think. I don't even think there's anything fancy on it. All right, we're gonna keep boosting just to avoid that bump. Alcid will get that touch, it's fine, he's got it again. Good 50, good 50, holy. Bro, rank KHO, this is GC3. All right, we'll get back on that 50. Nice. That's a good bump. I'm gonna dive in front of that. Ooh, close one. Yeah, this is a Fennec with, I'm gonna say pearlescent matte, red primary, white secondary. That 50 was pretty brutal. I didn't expect it to go all the way across. Oh, Light got a lot of power on that, and I didn't expect him to. Not gonna lie. He was not boosting into this. I need to see this again. I don't know why the height he got on that was a little more surprising than I thought. Hey, Purple Penguin. It has been a while. What's up with you? Surely he doesn't wrap it all the way around. Thank you. That bump was a little annoying. Have you ever played it on the Switch? Or do you mean the game called Switch? Or do you mean have I ever played Rocket League on a Switch? The answer to the last two questions are yes. Nice, Alcid. Wow, these guys are really aggressive on the rotation. And they're getting punished for it. Pandy, thank you for the 21 months.
21 months. What's 9 plus 10? 21. Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji. Party popper emoji.
Good to know 9 plus 10 is still very much 21. Hi, Catter. Are you quitting this game? Well, I was gonna take an extended break from this game, but my YouTube recently has been like exploding. Typically on a good short, I get like 10,000 views, and the past like 4 out of 5, I've gotten like 30,000. So I don't know what the heck's happening, but the algo is favoring me. So I'm getting exposed to a lot of new viewers. So I want to keep that going. I saw you played Crab Champions yesterday. I love that game. When are we playing it? I don't know. I mean, I've never actually played the multiplayer aspect of it. Have you ever hit SSL? Multiple times. That's why my title is Perma-Washed SSL, because it'd be kind of weird if I said Perma-Washed SSL and then had never hit that rank. Analytics, yep, missed that boost. It's okay, I'm sure no one noticed. Nice. Good rotation, teammate. I came back. That's why your channel's exploding. Sax one, I knew it. You're the influencer. People are like, yo, Sax is coming back? Damn. Gotta be where all the cool kids are, you know? Ah, oh, manga bump. Oh! That's really funny, actually. I'm not gonna lie. These people, dude. Any tips for a sophomore year in high school? That's such a specifically not important year of high school. Like, obviously all years are important, but like, I can't really say, like freshman, there's tips. Sophomore, like you should already know. Junior year is where you start paying attention to college. I feel like sophomore is very much just like a vibe and continue to get good grades type of year, in my opinion. Teammate, you were making me poop myself right there. All right, he got off the wall, so I'm just gonna... Oh. Okay, teammate, you can turn on that. It's fine. Oh, you just straight up... Oh, he didn't get the double, but he hit it backwards. Creative. Interesting. That's not going to bounce well. Go, teammate, go. Okay, just stole that boost. Yeah, we're just gonna break check that demo attempt. Zinto, you wanna... Okay. No! I beat him on the flick and I could have gotten a goal, but I didn't anyway. I'm gonna fake that. Yeah, teammate was thinking I was gonna hard shell that. That's fine, teammate has that. He doesn't. Okay, well, not the best 50, but that's okay. Happy Saturday, Taco and chat. Hello, J. Robert. Nara been on Elden Ring, as in you've been on... Night Blight. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot. Night Rain. Oh. Are you coming around on the game? I'm not gonna lie, I tried playing it last night and it just felt really off. I don't know if I'm just like not, I don't remember what Elden Ring felt like, but deadass, I feel like the game is way, I don't know, diff in many ways that it throws me off. It's fine. Where's SSL tips? There are no SSL tips because by the time you're SSL, you probably already know what you need to do. Also, SSL is just about execution, making smart decisions. It's not really like a direct way to give advice, you know? Nah, no ceiling. No! I almost had the invert. It wasn't a true breezy, but we'll take it. Oh, I'm a bot for going for that one. I really thought he was running out of boost, and that's exactly what he wanted me to think. Sick boost grab, by the way. Zinto, do not challenge that inside. Yeah, you were never gonna win that that angle. DC gameplay is like waiting for the other team to make a mistake. No, it's about forcing mistakes, anything like that. Man, you can gamble on anime horse girls. Dude, that's the second time someone has brought up anime horse girls to me in the past like 24 hours. At work, one of my old grad school friends was like, yo, I really want to see you cast Uma Maru or something. And I'm like, what the heck is that? And they're like, oh, it's a game where there's anime horse girls that race. And I think you'd be funny casting it. And I'm just like, dude, that's the next esport right there, dead ass. Ah, it's a bad touch. I genuinely did try to get that a bit more inside Zinto, my apologies. It's worth billions? Dude, of course it is. It's a gacha game. Probably. SSL tips just do everything a little bit better. I mean, that's basically what it is. That's why I don't believe you should have an SSL tips, because like at a certain point, if an SSL truly wanted feedback, I think that's like a coaching session. You know, most of the time I can probably like guess at what a champ or a GC does poorly that they need to do better. But if you're already SSL and you're consistently SSL, like you're probably fine. It's mostly just decision making you're probably struggling with. Already with billions in Japan. I mean, I'm always blown away at how much mobile games make in general. It's really funny because like mobile games make billions and billions and billions of dollars, like billions more than any other type of game, and yet they're like the least respected form of gaming because it's like a low bar of entry, and like the game itself is meant to be kind of like a fun side game to a lot of people, I feel like, in terms of perspective. Like PUBG Mobile is the only reason PUBG still has a community, deadass. That was a little aggressive of a turn. I'm gonna try to go straight back. All right, I just have to not get scored on here. Nice, good job. Ever heard of the SSL that can't half flip? I think that's a joke, because half flipping isn't like even like a complicated timing. Like if you can speed flip but you can't half flip, you might actually just have like brainworm. I remember there was like a Mr. Dr. Professor Aaron guy that was like really funny to watch because he was like an SSL or like a high level ones player, but he like plays as if he's never learned what a air roll is. Oh, I was playing his 50 and I think he was playing my 50. That's funny. He's into hit to the other side. That works. He's never gonna see us coming. That should go up the line, personally. That's how I view. Yeah, we're not gonna use a lot of boosts. We're just trying to disrupt him on that. Zinto can win it. Nice. Man, I just lost my supersonic too. What? I would pass that middle, but I could hear that my teammate was behind me and not to the side. Nice, that's just in. D-Max Metagross is so broken. Are you talking about Pokemon? What's the new Pokemon game where you're opening packs and whatnot and everyone's going crazy about it? Pokemon Go? No, it's not Pokemon, or is it? I thought Pokemon Go is the one where you go outside and there's gyms and geographical locations in the real world. I don't know if Zinto's paying attention there. Look. It is Pokemon Go? Has Pokemon Go updated that much? Cat goes outside once in a while these days. The one you're talking about was Pokemon TCG Pocket. Thank you. Okay, yeah, that's what I was remembering. I was like, I remember everyone was going crazy about that. I remember there was a Pokemon that the Pokemon VCG community was going crazy about. I don't know if it's like it was a Nintendo release and it's not out yet or whatever, but there's like, it's like a, basically making like the Pokemon Online VCG plugin, like the third-party battle software that they use. Apparently they're trying to make that into like an actual registered Nintendo game or product. So I'm like, that's kind of lit. Ooh, that's a really good flick. Pokemon Champions, yep. Oh, people have a sleep buff, I'm sorry. Oh, almost insane. Wait, actually I have a reset on that. No! I tried too hard to catch up to it. Hey, teammate, you get that? Okay, I'm never doing that again in twos. I was like, hey, teammate, got it? And then he immediately missed it. I was like, oh, my bad, I guess. All right, we're gonna flip into that, and then, oh, have I recovered better? That's a crazy dish setup. Please get that. Thank you, Zinto. I need to stop doing that. I was gonna try to skim that, and Zinto missed because I missed. That's crazy. Anyway, I'm just gonna pre-jump this because I don't think he's gonna hit it as hard as possible. Indeed, he won't. Zinto jump. Nice. I'm gonna turn because you have no boost. I'm just gonna get a possession touch. Keep your boost. Keep your boost, teammate. Keep your boost, teammate. What are they thinking that I was gonna do there? I literally was going to try to flick that, and then I realized the guy went into the goal, and I'm like, I'm just gonna quadruple tap that off the near post and see if you're gonna 50 me, and he didn't. He literally just let me shoot that. That was so crazy. I've never seen that before. That was such a weird sequence of decisions. I'm gonna kind of fake going for that, get the boost, and I got none, and neither did they. All right, I'm gonna hold boost just so I can stay close to it. I'm gonna flick this around him, and of course he spawned in the near post. Coward. We're gonna fake this. Fake. And then flick that forward. And then flick that one more time. Nice. Good win. Hello, Angie. Yo, give me one more shot. Flick it. Flick it. Blunk it. Oh, he did it. Wait, I can get it? I can't. How many days off are you from your pay bump? 30 days exactly. Too bad you can D-Max Beldum a few months ago. Apparently it's the moveset is legacy now. Wait, there's battling in Pokemon Go now? Change super chat goal? Oh my god, right, because Mystery donated. My bad. My brain registered that as a $5, so I was like, oh, okay. Thank you for the shout. We are updated. Hey, it's Svert. Also terrible kickoff because I had to alt tab back in. That's kind of brave that he went for that. Okay. Wow, that was, I really had to wrap around that one. I was gonna pass the TV and then he left the middle. I was like, wait, hold on. There has been battling? What? I always thought it was just like based off random levels or whatever. And like you could feed it power-ups. I didn't know there was actually battling in Pokemon Go. You for real, Sweat. Angie is literally a pro in Pokemon Go. I don't know what you guys mean. She's literally been #1 in the circuits for a while now. Interesting positioning by that guy. I looked forward and I'm just like, what? I walk my dogs a lot. That's actually a good point. Angie has to walk these dogs like 7 miles a day to tire them out. That's why Andy's cracked as she is jacked. Walking 20,000 steps a day. Oh, I was gonna try to 50 it on the. What is this game? I was gonna try to 50 it on the Musty and he didn't touch it, so I'm like, oh. I haven't played forever. I think I'm 32. Damn, you're old. I have a day 1 Weedle. Jeez. I mean, Pokemon Go is really old. I do remember when it first came out. That was like, literally. I think that's the closest we've ever come to like true world peace, where everyone is just outside catching Pokemon, running around, enjoying a sense of community. I'm like, that's what society's all about, baby. Oh no, I ran out of boost. I don't think they knew I ran out of boost. It's funny. Weird time of peace. Yep. And then COVID. Aw. Studio audience goes, aw. Then he got very mad at us because she thought we were taking pics of her kids. You're just on there, you're like, wow, oh my God. They're just like, stop videotaping my children. It's like, believe me, we're not caring about, we don't care about your ugly children. Lady, I'm out here trying to get a Dragonite, all right? You do points? I don't. You guys are so obsessed with points. Apparently it works for Cozy P. All you Cozy P viewers, so used to points. Turn on gambling, turn on gambling. That's all I hear from you guys. Okay. Bet you won't? You'd be right. Good low 50. Damn, double or nothing. Yeah, you got a problem. I like that one TikTok where they say calling the Gamblers Anonymous helpline and betting if it's a woman or a man, or and betting that a woman picks up the hotline. It's the guy's calling and it's like, welcome to the gambling, and they're like, yeah! The other guy like throws his fists out on the table. It's like two guys listening with like super intently. I gotta say, some people are way too over the top. There's like bets for like bets on like third-party gambling sites where it's like, what will it be heads or tails for the coin flip at the Super Bowl or something? And I'm like, that's actually, if you're doing that hardcore of gambling, you need to call the number, I think. You got rid of your Weedle? Wow, dude. Oh, bad touch. That's okay. It's not like he's gonna get cut. Nice. That's a really good 50. Nice save. Not gonna lie, really good fake by that guy. I thought he would take that 50, so I was like, all right. I probably could have slowed down. I knew that was an option for him, but I was like, I don't think he's actually gonna commit to that. I think he needs to actually chill. That's the goal. Okay, well, unfort. See, the funniest thing about Wailord is that when you look at like the Pokedex entry for like a Wailord in the OG, like in the Ruby Sapphire game, and show like there was a section of the Pokedex. I don't know if they still do this the same way in like the modern games, but there was a size feature where you could look at like how tall your 10-year-old avatar or whatever is, and then how big Wailord is comparison. So assuming that your avatar is like 4 feet tall, Wailord is literally like 50 times larger. It's like the size of a house. And so I'm just trying to imagine all those like fights where like you're like fighting someone in like their room on the SSN or something like that. And it's like how, imagine just being like, go Wailord! It's like, wait, no! And it just takes up the whole room, breaks down the walls, and would get squished, immediately killed. And it's just like, damn. Really should label that Pokeball. She can't be throwing these Wailords out around willy-nilly. Might have said my warehouse-sized murder pet here. Exactly. Like, imagine the structural damage that thing is causing. Also, I like how in the modern Pokemon, if it's like a fish Pokemon or something, and you're not battling in water, it'll just be floating in midair, and it's supposed to be like, oh, it's like swimming, but you're not in water. So does this Pokemon just float? Are all fish Pokemon also psychic? Don't look at the Pokemon movement in the games, Taco. I'm just saying, it's a little weird. It air swims, I guess. I mean, oxygen is something you see in water. I didn't time my bump right. I miss Ruby Sapphire on my 30S. Yeah, don't we all? Go, Wailord! Crushes everything. Is the air just thin water? Like, how is there thicker water deep in regular water? Well, that's just densities. That's also based on salinity. All right. Pokemon Crystal was my first favorite. My first was Pokemon Silver. On a lime green Pokemon color that my cousin gave me. Yeah, I just had to chuck that one forward a little bit. What? He pre-jumped that? I thought I had a good flick off on the timing. What? Are these guys like actually working together? What the heck is this? I've never seen that before. I don't think my teammate has ever even paid attention to me, and much less played off a flick immediately like that. That's crazy. All right, well, my bad. Temp and pressure actually determines density. I mean, isn't like the whole... Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of when water doesn't mix. That's like salinity. Sure. I do not miss dynamics, I'm sure. I'll say it made it a lot better. It used to be for rural players, so much more stuff than it used to be. Wait, rural players? As in like the rural jur? For Pokemon Go, it's better if you're in a rural area? Really? That's kind of weird. I always forget you guys live in the middle of the Appalachia. Oof, wow, you just hit that away. I thought he'd try to maybe keep it close, maybe go for a 50 or something, and he just didn't. Okay, kept it on the line. I don't know how he predicted that. Either way. These guys are next level 2's mains, it seems like. Got on the wrong side of that one. Man, damn, Lost Fatal. I would have loved it if you could touch the ball like this and when we were playing it together. This man is a brand new player. What the heck? I guess he doesn't have the taco debuff, I guess. Look at this man. Look at the movement on this man. Interesting decision to chow that. Nice. That works. Hey, Indiana Justin. No, it's worse than rural areas because it's better than UC. We used to have nothing in Appalachia where I'm at right now. Wait, I literally just said Appalachia and I just guessed. Do you believe in Appalachia that there are hill people that live off the reservation, disconnected from society, and will hunt people down and kidnap and eat them? Because that was a conspiracy theory that was spreading on Twitter the other day. They're like, what's a conspiracy theory you believe with your whole heart? And they're like, there's so many missing people in Appalachia that have never been found because the hill people got them. It's pretty crazy when you look at like an electrical, like, you know, one of those maps that show like electrical activity across a nation? You know, the ones where it's like, with South Korea and North Korea, there's like, North Korea's like completely black and South Korea's all lit up. It's like, if you look across the US, pretty much everywhere has like a decent amount of lights, and then they're like the middle of Appalachia. It's just like absolute nothingness. It's just like a black hole for like, legitimately like a 500 square mile radius. All right, that was a little more than it really was, but still. Oh. So bad touch by me, but I don't know what he's thinking challenging this. Oof. Not even an attempt to shadow that. That's interesting. All right, well, that's enough twos for today. Hunt people? No. Hill people are basically cut off? Yes. I bet they hunt people. That's from the movie Wrong Turn as well. Well, yeah, but that was to say, there are like so many people who grew up there. They're like, yeah, if you walk through the woods, sometimes you'll hear people whistling at people. Banish the gulag, Angie. I got you. Can't allow Angie to keep chilling around here. I'll remember this was her last word. Outhouses, candles, and incest. Wait, candles. Yeah, but people are like, yeah, if you're walking along the woods, sometimes you'll hear people like whisper stuff, or like they'll start whistling or something. If you ever hear that, turn right back around and get out of there. And I'm just like, what the heck? So yeah, apparently that's like the hill people trying to bait you into getting off the path. The whistling stuff is more supernatural superstitions. Oh, I'm sure. Skinwalkers. Skinwalkers is a creepy idea, for sure. My grandma's house didn't have electricity or indoor plumbing until the 2000s? Yeah, I'm sorry. I nah. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good not living in that. I don't care how in sync with nature I am. I have indoor plumbing, period. The Magic John screen protector? What the heck is that? I was getting robbed in an impoverished inner city over getting eaten at a worse sales. That's what I'm saying, damn. Like, Also, I've never really enjoyed being in like those really small ass towns because I remember growing up. There's a college in New York State called Alfred University. They tried to get me to go for soccer. It's like a D3 program, and they were like throwing a bunch of scholarships at me. And the campus is really pretty, but the thing that really threw me off is that it's like in the middle of the woods, like deep in the middle of the woods. Like it's a gorgeous campus. The air is really fresh. That's the one thing that stood out to me the most is how fresh the air was. But I was just like, I don't know. And I'm like, so where do you go for like food? They're like, oh, well, there's a bunch of restaurants on Main Street or whatever. I'm like, no, like if you have to go to the grocery store, like, oh. And then they just proceeded to describe to me that the nearest grocery store was like 45 minutes away or something like that. And I'm just like, huh? Like, wait, I'm sorry. To get groceries, you need to basically drive an hour and a half round trip. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's a little too reserved. That's a little too remote for me. I don't know if I can legitimize that. Hello, Revive Siobhan. Yeah, I'm not risking getting, skinned alive in the Appalachian Trail. Yo, the middle of nature scares me. I never enjoyed being out there. Never liked roughing it, going camping and all that stuff. I'm good. I'll camp in someone's backyard or something. I'm not camping, not camping in the middle of the woods. I lived through a lot of nonsense. Last thing I want to do is be like, hey, how'd he die? Oh, you got attacked by a freaking black bear or whatever. And you're like, oh, why was he camping? Who knows? He just wanted to. Wow, what an idiot. Yep. I bet he just does that. That's crazy that we banned Angie and then we didn't get a queue. And then the moment she got unbanned, we got a queue. Coincidence. What's the thing? It's if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, make a sound. No. Or it's brown, turn around so you can like run. And if it's white, say goodnight. I think that's the mnemonic device for remembering how dangerous certain bears are. Brown, lay down. Yes, you play dead. Okay. Yeah, they just kind of come up and sniff you and like push you, but they don't actually eat you. Whereas black bears, like they're little pussies. And if you just kind of be like, get the fuck out of here, stand up and make yourself big and make noise, they're gonna be like, oh, leave me alone. That's so crazy that we've decided, like, we figured out all these, like, things with, like, all these different bears. Like, hey, I wonder how to deal with all these different bears. And then it's like, oh, I see a polar bear. What's the solution? There isn't one. You're dead. What? No, I mean, what am I supposed to do? You know you're dead. You just have to outrun it. Can I? No. Run downhill. I can't. I'm in an Arctic tundra that's flat. Well, then you're dead, unfortunately. NA has 3 of the largest bear species. Our smallest ones are the 3rd largest. Whoa, dang. Black bears are aggressive only in certain environments. Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, a stern talk to do the trick. Different in Canada. Well, I mean, if a black bear is talking to someone from Jersey, they're not going to be able to get out of the engagement. Oof. New Jerseyans are the real terrors of nature. I do remember that is the one thing with bears. I remembered if you're running away from one, you have to run downhill because their front legs are smaller. So when they're running after you, they like topple over if they try to sprint downhill too fast. I'll take blame for that. South Jersey ain't bad. Not a fan of North Jersey. Yeah, tell that to the doctor and Alice. I think they're both in North Jersey. Oh, I was going for the 50. They did not go. Hi, sheep. South Jersey rep. He is the South Jersey representative. Oh, man, I almost pool shotted him into the own goal. That would have been pretty lit. No one saw me miss that boost, don't worry. Nice. Oh, that would have been just in. I thought we had a back post. Wait. That's a stupid way to get scored on. Bonk. Sheep, you ever play Pokemon Go? Or did they just register all of Canada as a forest so you can't play? Wow, that was such a lag touch. My brother was huge into it for a while. Yeah, I never touched it either, but I knew a bunch of people who were like addicted. I remember one of my buddies in grad school, they got their PhD and they were trying so hard to get into data analytic work or like UX work, UX UI work, because a lot of psych grads go into that. And Niantic, the people who I think at the time were owning and operating Pokemon Go, were hiring, and they were so freaking excited to try to work there. But unfortunately, the job required them to like move to like London or some bullshit like that. And they're just like, well, this is stupid because like, I guarantee this job is like mostly remote. It's just coding, vibe coding at that. And I would love boost. I feel like the past like 45 minutes, I've been like just chilling on like 30 boost. I need to see what this backboard guy did. Oh, he had 0 boost. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, if you have any boost, that's a jump off the wall and you can save that. I was just confused why he wasn't going. Thought he had a little bit. We might lose right here. Yeah, we might lose here. No one's gonna go up for that. Okay, we finally went up for it. Good. Wait, no shot. Pass middle. Visiting out of town on multiple occasions, we'd go on walks, and the whole time he's like, why am I even here? The whole time you're here is so that you can spend time with your brother. Oh my god. Oh my god, these guys are failures. If we win this game, we literally just got away with robbery. I should have sped it up. I thought he was gonna shadow that a little bit, and then he looked like he was creeping up, so I'm like, oh, maybe you are gonna go for it. And then he just full went, so. Again, I gotta remember, at this rank, we're not playing the sharpest forks in the drawer, you know what I'm saying? They literally have bit at every single air dribble, it's crazy. If I get literally a single one on target, one-on-one, it's a goal. How sharp are your forks, Sako? I don't understand why people don't think they should have sharp forks. You guys have never used the side of your fork to cut something before? I don't like using knives. I barely ever use knives. The only time is like when you're eating something like you absolutely need a knife for it, like steak or chicken. But like, for the most part, chicken's pretty easy to cut up. Oh, that's our demo. I threw. Very easy double. Wait. We fully recovered on this. What happened? Yet again, no one has boost. Let's go. Miss all the pads. Wow, what a throw. We were literally pooping on those guys for the first 2 minutes, and then after that, we just refused to move on offense. Advice for getting out of plat 3, learn how to fast aerial and start playing off the wall more. So specifically learn how to obviously clear the ball off the wall, but also learn how to just touch it and like stay close like this. Ideally, like if you're plat, you should be getting a lot more comfortable obviously with like the basics of wall defense, like jumping off and, you know, hitting it. But just more importantly, being able to actually like follow the ball somewhat close will make you level up a lot faster. But mostly it's about your fast arrow. And every single time I say that, people are like, I already know how to fast arrow. That's a stupid advice. No, you don't. You know how the fast arrow works, but you're not consistent with it. If you were, you wouldn't be in plat. So just focus on that, hit the ball accurately and consistently, and you'll be fine. Get a reset? I would go for that, but I was like, these are gonna run out of steam. I'm gonna pre-jump this. I saw him turn, I was like, wait, hold on. Hey, Preston. Yeah, we're gonna hit that to the sideline. Not the best touch, but it's fine. Back cross. No, teammate turn, get on her boost. Oh, that almost worked. We're gonna have these pads. Oh, never mind. I was gonna pre-jump into that, but halfway through I realized, oh wait, I'm not gonna get that. And then I could have. And that led to a goal, unfortunately. Well, all right, chat, we are going to play babysitter. I really was not, oh, never mind, he was okay. Okay, chat, I was about to trash talk, but that third teammate was getting bumped to oblivion. So I was about to say, I'm like, how is he not up or challenging in any regard for that? That was such an easy double, and I played the deflection instead. Okay, chat, we are officially at the level where I don't think the defense on the other team is actually going to be at all good or competent, so we just need to play as if they don't have our reads and go from there. All right, good bump. Dude, I hit it too hard. Pass middle. Oh, I got bumped. That was weird. Okay, thank God. Honk. Ooh, that was not okay. Hello, Rice Bowl, by the way. Oh my God, Jaden, it has been a fat minute. How you been? Thank you for the remembering. Perma-Washed, goated. I wish. That's a crazy spawn by Unfriable. I would have murdered for any touch there. Okay. That's kind of crazy. Wave dash, pass, nice. Catch and flip, or not like that. Oh, actually like that. Oh. My bad. I thought he wouldn't just stay in place. I thought he would go to the middle of the goal and protect the middle of the goal. I always try to do that, chat. Let me outthink him. But meanwhile, that guy's probably just like.
Long-awaited return by timing out Preston.
Let's go.
Raised hand emoji, neutral face emoji, raised back of hand emoji.
Raised back of hand emoji? What? Surely. Oh man, none of us can shoot. That's crazy. If we lose this one, this is going to be probably the most painful threes loss I've had in a while. It's two different open shots. My teammate and me both had a chance to score to tie it. All right. Dude, these guys are goal line demons. And by goal line demons, I mean can't play effective defense, and we can't freaking shoot. That's embarrassing. That's probably the most embarrassing loss I've ever had in threes. Oh no, how do I get out of Prospect Elite? Update the game, it's been refreshed since then. All right, we'll go with 20 for a super chat. Thank you, Jaden. And then Preston gets a quick timeout. He is the sacrificial lamb. Do you have the power of forcing goals? I literally uploaded that the other day. Saying hi, then switching to Twitch. Just thought I'd do a mix-up. Love you. See you soon. Love you too, Dijon. Howdy, howdy. Nice. That's a well-worked play right there. Beats the first guy, cuts middle into the second guy past the second, and then demos the third. Perfect. Damn, Dijon, you were so quick with it that you literally chatted on both platforms back to back in my combined chat. Twitch viewer spotted, 6-minute ad incoming. Yep. Ah. Twitch do be kind of going overboard with the ads lately. They've really been pushing Twitch Turbo on a lot of people though, so it makes me wonder if they're artificially turning up ads. 'Cause I feel like it's kind of been the same as it always has been, but I can't really tell. Man, I really need to hit those lighter if I'm gonna go for that. Hey, he's backward me? Buddy, no fun. Make that 12 minutes of ads. Yeah, just for you guys, 25 minutes. He's more ads than man now. How was your week, brother? Pretty good. I'm starting to get more forward momentum with some business, taking care of my territory at work, which is fun. I'm having some interviews with some low voltage electricians and in the Arizona area. Because I gotta subcontract some people for some work. We have apparently a bunch of really big contracts that I'll be taking over, but before they're willing to give it to me, they're like, do you have a contractor to work? Low voltage and whatnot, and we don't. So once we secure that, then they're gonna start handing us contracts. So kind of neat. Nice. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate your sandwich making skills are? Part of me is like, I look at what people do at Subway or like a Jimmy John's or whatever, and I'm like, I could do that. But part of me wonders what the art of that is, you know? Like proper meat placement, proper cheese dispersal. You guys ever seen those like things in delis where like they chop the slice of cheese diagonally and then lay them like they lay them like kind of invert them every other cheese slice so you get like a perfectly evenly cheesed up sub. I always thought that was a cool innovation I wouldn't have thought of. Ever played DayZ? No. The only zombie game I've ever played is Dead Island. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Left 4 Dead, but I don't know, it's just never been really a genre of game that's been super appealing to me. Sounds awesome, man. I'm happy. Yeah, we're hopefully gonna get that business online, and then on top of that, I don't know what's going on, but YouTube has been blowing up lately on my shorts. I've been getting like, ooh. Yeah, it's like I've been getting like insanely high views on like all my shorts that I've been uploading, basically. So I've been taking that as a sign that I should probably stream to take advantage of the algo treating me well. So square cheese doesn't double it when you fold it closed. What? No, it's like on a sub, if you lay all the ingredients on one end of the sub when you cut it open. So when cheese gets laid in, if you put it square, it's gonna like hang off. Whereas if they chop it diagonal and put it like kind of like an isosceles triangle, then you get these kind of like interesting layering where the cheese is always on every part of it, instead of just like if you sprinkle cheese or if you just kind of put them randomly on top of each other, it kind of clumps up, but this way it doesn't. It's really good. Is DayZ the one with the guy on the motorcycle? What application are you in? What do you mean? I flipped the wrong way. Also, hello, Ryan Haddon. I'd watch stream on Twitch yesterday for 7 days. Did I to unlock a pimp hat? Ads suck. Yeah, I would cancel so many other subscriptions before I would ever cancel. Damn, that's crazy. Before I would ever cancel YouTube Premium. I love my YouTube Premium. And it's raining. Damn, get wrecked, Preston. They're forgetting my coworkers' feeds as well. You're sure? Really? Your coworkers have seen my videos? That's funny. Your shorts. What about my shorts? I keep losing them in the laundry. When you air roll through the air, does it slow you down or speed you up? Neither. In terms of like your car moving, you are moving the same pace. The efficiency through the air in which you move toward a direction is affected if you're not careful. So for example, if you're just doing this, you're going the same speed. But if you're trying to actually do this, your boost is going like that a little bit instead of just going straight, which is why like when you aerial, you shouldn't be like this necessarily, because it's not as fast as just doing this. Just going straight up in the air. Yeah, I've seen like maybe 20 of my associates playing your vids and I'm like, that's my guy. That's really funny. Hell yeah. Are they like into Rocket League, I guess? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but like usually if I get like 10,000 views in a short, it's like a pretty good short and I'll take it. But like the past like 4 or 5 of them have all been, the lowest has been like 10,000 views and the rest of them have been like 25, 35. I think we're up to like 40K on one and I'm just like, what the heck? So I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying to keep my daily upload streak alive and go from there. Oh. Some of them into Rocket League, you definitely put some people on. Good. I do like me some Rock Leg. I try to make my shorts like oh hey, it's Jason Gosu. The power of PMU. The shittiest RL streamer on YouTube? I knew it, sir. That's what I always thought about myself, but it's good to hear other people affirm it. Close. I'll clap you on live as a KVM player. Oh man, see, I thought you were just insulting me out of love of the game, but no, you're trying to farm clips for your own channel. That's embarrassing. Man. No ethical hating anymore, chat. I'm waiting for the pot to boil at home, making roast and shrimp fettuccine alfredo. I don't even upload? Wait, so you're just trying to farm interaction? I don't even know what you're doing. I'll smoke you in front of your viewers. See, statistically, the answer is no, you won't, but I'm not really in the mood to whip down a plat 2. It's not really a super fun activity for anybody. Oh. I ran a boost. Nice. Plat 2, but 99% of the time when I've ever been challenged, it's a guy who looks at this and be like, yeah, I can play at this rank, not understanding that it's like infinitely higher than they've ever been.
Let's time out Sir Flimzak.
Honestly, banger idea, Jaden. What's your goal in life? Hey, KSM, live comfortably. That's my goal, dude. Right now, it's paying off my loans. Bro, the day I am no longer in debt in any regard will be the greatest day. Oh, I was trying to get the lightest little like area on that because I hit that a little higher than I meant to. Don't go update? Well, I can't do that until I get I get into actual break. Oh, I didn't realize my teammate was going for that as well. Yeah, buddy, how about you pay me $100 and I'll think about it. There we go. Nice pass. Alrighty, I have to update the dono goal real quick to 25. And also we got paid to time him out, so we're gonna time him out according to the donation. If it's $100 just to play, then you should donate $100 to me right now. Talk less, play more. Buddy, I'm playing the whole game. What are you talking about? Even if I stopped talking and still playing, I'd be doing the same amount of playing as before, you know? Jay, thank you for the 5.
If Surflimzak donates $100, he'll donate $1 better stand on business.
He said pay more, talking to the troll. Oh, my bad. Okay, cool boy. I thought, I was so used to people being like, bro, stop talking and play. I was like, what are you talking? I'm literally playing. Like, what do you mean? Thank you for the correction, buddy. Sorry for calling out Call Boy. Oh, somebody popped it. Hi, Kale. Are you in a VC with these guys right now? Yeah, see, the thing is, if the guy was actually standing on business, he would just pay me $100 because he's like, oh no, but I'll pay you $100 just to play me. Okay, well, regardless if we play or not, or regardless if I won or not, that means you're gonna pay $100 eventually. So why not just pay me $100 straight up? You know? Like, if that guy was actually willing to do that, he would just pay $100. Instead, he's gonna say, no, we have to play first, and then 100% if I beat the crap out of him, which 99% of the time is what's gonna happen, he's gonna go, and then leave, and then never talk again. And it's like, wow, what a surprise. The guy who's offering a bunch of money to me to do something he wants me to do is not gonna pay up. Crazy. That's why, honestly, money up front is like the best way to go with that, because it shows people are actually like serious about wanting to do something. Oh, no chow? Interesting. Nice save, Gosu. I knew he was going down line, just didn't know how hard or soft touch was gonna be. Turn around, noise, JCL, turn. Zero talent, 0 offense, 7 bump attempts a second. Wait, what the heck? Gosu, who are you talking to? Donut goal again? Yeah, we gotta keep up with Jaden right now. I forgot Jaden's a big spender when he comes into chat. There's 30, hell yeah. Oh, here we go. Nice and hydrated chat. Touch grass, little bro. Bro's pressed because he can't dodge a bump. Damn. That's the first time I'd seen Kara ever actually trash talk someone. He must have been fighting demons when I wasn't even looking at him. I was just rotating around normally, and that man was actually, I guess, getting annihilated 90% of the time. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I've not been digging the Fennec lately. Like, lately a couple of games I've been playing with it, I'm just like, kind of like, with it. Just feels a little off. Maybe I'm just off because I haven't played in a couple days, but still. Also, yeah, we are just prioritizing 3s right now, mainly because 2s is at a point where I'm not comfortable playing that game mode until I'm incredibly warm or like hot one day, so it didn't really work for me. So we got the beta boost part 2, the beta inning. Oh, Tritone. Did we get him? Okay, we get the Grand Canyon University people. Wait, Tritone Tech. Wait, did he transfer? Wait, I'm lost. They both went to UNT. I'm not sure why they have a tech sound. I don't even know what the tech in Texas. I guess Texas Tech, but like I don't think they both transferred there. Is there any other tech colleges in Texas? There's Texas Tech. There's I should really know this. I am the collegiate guy, but that was not a good touch by me, I'm not gonna lie. We're winning that one just because I actually kind of wanted to hit that more shallow, but either way. Not sure why I felt the need to touch that, but okay. No, I wanted to tap out. Oh, his name is Otira, like Vatira. Okay, that explains a lot. My brain was like trying to parse his name, like Odora? I think that's Oat Kicker, previously of UNT. Oh, didn't think he'd turn on that. All right, me and him are too synced up right now. Man, last second I adjusted myself and I was like, oh wait, I'm not gonna read I need to do that. And then I realized halfway through that it's not how it works. Oh, he messed up. Okay, I'm gonna take that in the ceiling. Just kidding. Wow. That was in between everything I wanted to do. I was like, okay, let's put it off the ceiling, not hide it enough. Okay, that's fine. I'll hit it down for a double tap. And then I hit it way too light. And it doesn't even get doubleable. So rusty right now, chat. Bang. Pass down. Oh, almost dead smexy right there. Oh, that's a weird way. Okay. I was gonna say it was a weird way to give up goals, but I guess we don't. I'm gonna spike that down just because Sakio, I didn't want him to get the next touch. Nando 50. Perfect, almost. I'm gonna leave that for him. Nice. Got it, Nando? You catch and flick, Nando? Nice, that's a save. I'm gonna tap to him. He's got, oh, he rotated inside, dude. If he rotated outside, that would have been a pass. Still a good pass though. Bang, Beam Boy, close. I'm gonna stay close with boost. His teammate can get that, bang. Nice pass, and there we go. Not the best contact on that shot, but I'm like, I just need to beat that first guy, and it's probably in. I was also making sure I had it on target because it is incredibly easy in that scenario to like drive as fast as possible trying to get that shot off, and then you rack it right off of the inside post, or off the near post rather, and then suddenly it's all the way downfield with no one coming back because you're all up on offense, and you're like, why'd I do that? Yeah, that was highly unfortunate. I was like, okay, I'll save that, and then follow it up, and then I ran right into the post. Very unfortunate. I feel called out right now. I know I do. Well, I mean, it's one of those things that like twos teaches you, I think, better than any other game mode. Well, one's probably the most, but like twos, I think, is probably the most attributable like type of skill set to threes, where like a lot of times you'll have a shot and you know you can get it off, or at least like get close. That's kind of a cool one by Tritone. Wait, what? And I just love hitting the posts today, I guess. All right, tried to play that for Nando. Nice touch, 50. Sakio is, I think he saw me go on the wall and he was scared. Nice goal. My pet goldfish did a backflip into my shredder. I'm crying right now. You know, honestly, if you're gonna die, you better die in an extreme way. I'm more interested that a goldfish fit through a paper shredder. Isn't like the whole point of a paper shredder is that you can't just put literally anything you want into a shredder and it activates? I flipped and then I heard someone behind me, so I backflipped, and then I realized as soon as I did that, it was Nando respawning and I needed to go for that. Didn't get there in time. That's a really good first touch. Oh, I don't know if ATR was getting up for that. Wait. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think he had, no, dude, I knew he didn't have boost, but because I had 2 defenders of our own on that side, I just assumed that they didn't get that mid boost and that they stole it from the opponents. So I was like, oh, this guy's got no boost because he's coming from his corner in which he didn't have boost, and my teammates are on the sideline, which means they definitely got the boost. So we're fine. And then I realized, nope, they actually both didn't get it, and teammate had it. All right, we're gonna fake that. I should have flicked that. Man, that's a stupid way to lose, my bad. Just watch a zombie run a fence and crawl on all 4s at me. Sounds like what a zombie would do. Oh, so I don't know why, Preston, have you always sworn? I feel like that's the first time I've ever seen you swear in chat. What's the rank? I think we're like low 17s right now. I don't even know if we're GC3 right now. That one was just that last goal was really confusing for me. I was like, wait, are we not gonna, like, this guy's got no boost, and suddenly I realized that both my teammates missed that boost. Sad. Why is the netting so incredibly aggressive on this map? Look at the ceiling looks like. Wait, the walls and the ceiling, what the hell? He's becoming a degenerate high schooler. When's the first time you guys swore? I want to say it was like 6th grade. I started using like a swear word in my vocab. Pretty sure the zombies aren't supposed to jump the fences. That's way more fun to be playing a game in which there's a fence and then suddenly the zombie just jumps right over it. I mean, if I remember DayZ correctly, there was like a whole gameplay trailer of like a guy driving through on a motorcycle getting chased by a huge mob of zombies. They seemed pretty mobile. I feel like zombies who are slow are kind of boring. The horror from that game kind of comes from, or that type of like zombie comes from like them being in unexpected places. That was like the Walking Dead's whole shtick, like when they were in the prison or whatever. Spoilers. But like they're walking down like certain cell blocks and suddenly there's just zombies like that are just idling in that section of the prison. And then they realize, oh God, like stuff like that. And then you suddenly in a dark hallway where you can barely see anything and barely have any space to maneuver and you're surrounded by zombies. Like stuff like that is supposed to be the horror. Bonk. I just died. Damn, RIP Preston. He was only 11 years old. First time I swore I was 17. That's a late start. Were you raised in a family where swearing was really frowned upon? I was raised in a household where my parents always tried to substitute swear words. My dad was always like, sugar whenever something went wrong, which is funny because when he was really tired, he would just forget that and he would just be like, shit. It'd be like, we kind of look at him like, Dad, come on. Like, if you're gonna be the, oh, I don't swear parent, you gotta follow through. I will say I kind of understand why they did that though. My sister is a sailor mouth. Like I don't think I necessarily like have a clean mouth or like I swear less, but my sister, my middle sister, she swears like a sailor. I wonder how she's gonna be around her daughter because she's the only one with that's provided my parents with grandchildren. So I wonder how she's gonna be with her daughter. And the hordes made it very anxiety-inducing. Yeah. Never heard my mom use curse words. Impressive. Oh man, if you didn't touch that, it would have been perfect. Hey Leo, what? Ah, horrible first touch by Ron. Wait, no, Ron, you missed the corner and then you turned back around to the corner. Wait, hold on. I need to see how awful this rotation was. He missed the side. Oh, I missed the corner base, then went back for it. You can't be doing that as last. He might not have expected me to go for that, but still, I was just like. I don't know, Preston. I think I just, maybe just because I remember you were dating a girl who was like really religious, and so I just assumed that she was gonna be someone who wasn't swearing, and I'm like, would you date someone like that if you don't swear yourself? Sad. What made you install it? The fact that my YouTube shorts, for some reason, are like popping the hell off lately. So I'm like, let's go for it, you know? If we're actually popping off right now in terms of content, I gotta take advantage of that on the streams as well. Okay, cool. There's one. Trying to substitute sounds weird. I don't swear around my mom. Makes sense. I love Phase Wasim. First time I ever heard a curse word was a month before I graduated high school, and I talked to a recruiter. The recruiter swore at you? So not even anyone from your community? That's crazy, dude. They missed. I grew up in a nice religious community. I mean, that's crazy that you didn't hear a single swear word until you were basically 17. Man. I was rotating horribly on that, so I'm glad they didn't get that clear. All right, well, now we just gotta lock it down and not give away something silly, especially off kickoff. Yeah, I figured he'd go for the demo. All right, that's not gonna bounce super well. Swanks did a smart job of channeling that immediately. I should have sped that up the moment I slowed. I should have slowed down, then immediately sped back up because he would have jumped at it anyway. You're just gonna send that? Yes, you are. First guy go. Ron, flip it. Perfect. Nah, I wanted to demo the last guy. That's... Yeah. I was so cooked on that. That was a good delay. Yeah, I don't really know what I was supposed to do on that one. I was like, he either 50s me on the goal line or he flicks it around me on the delayed flick. Oh, I thought that was overtime. I really has to sell, I'm not lying. Yeah, except you won't share with you in your profile, even though there's no personally identifiable information. I don't share my ID. Like, I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying, like, it's a little suspicious that you're like, hey, I hit SSL. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, that'd be cool. Like, what's your tracker ID? Oh, I don't give that out. Why? Oh, because I'm a minor. Okay, cool. Even if I have your ID, it doesn't mean I can talk to you. Doesn't mean like anyone can find your personal identifiable information. It's not like you link your Epic ID to your address, you know? Yeah, you know, I would rotate back too. Freaking brain dead. That's stupid. That's crazy. I bought them so much time on that sidewall double, and then I flick it middle, and then they're both behind me at the midfield. I was like, I don't know, man. You got to be ready to go on that, in my opinion. Another pet peeve of mine. People just rotate so passive. Either way. I do it all the time, just not in front of my kids or my parents. That makes sense, yeah. I mean, I try not to swear around my parents, but I still do. And they don't really care. I think the only one they've gotten in trouble for that is my middle sister again, because she just swears a lot, and my mom just will casually be like, Allison, you're blah, 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 blah. You're saying a lot of stuff. And you're just like, yeah. When I slept once, I never slept again. Damn. The slap in the face. I don't think my mom or dad has ever hit me, but I did grow up right at the tail end of spanking being a punishment. Went back to GC2. You're telling me you lost 200 MMR in one session? Okay. Not queue session like 15. Across 15 different queue sessions? I don't know what you're talking about. You played 15 separate times in the last 4 days? How does that work? It was a little closer than I thought it would be. Sure. Mini messy. People say there's a one guy who keeps coming into my comments on all my shorts and all my streams who says I look bro. He says bro looks like Messi, and that's all he ever says. I genuinely don't know if he's ever seen what Messi looks like. Does Messi have brown hair or black hair? I actually don't know. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. You do look like Messi because I'm whitish and have dark hair. Messi's like 5'8", and I'm like 6'10", so I don't know why we look at all close. Pass back. What do you think the main scoring technique? Probably hitting the ball in the goal. I used to have to type something inside a building, not realize there was a door open. Yeah, buddy, you gotta be careful with the zombies running around. Messi has brown hair? Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say that the other day when he's like, bro looks like Messi. I'm like, bro, what? Just because we're both guys with brown hair. And I started thinking in my head, I'm like, does Messi have brown hair? Because I feel like he's always so sweaty and it's already dark during games. So I'm like, wait, is it black? And then I could not remember off the top of my head like what he looked like, at least with hair color. I don't even know how you operate as someone as famous as Messi, especially him living in Miami right now. There's no shot he can. I remember there was a video of him like in his first week transferring. I think part of him was like, yeah, I'm a famous player, but like not in America. And then he went to a shop, like a mall or not a mall, a grocery store with his family, and immediately got like freaking mobbed by people. And he's like, yep, can't do that ever again. I bet his daughter and wife could probably go out, or like his kid and his wife could probably go out fine, but yeah, he's not able to go outside. So there's a guy like Oliver Rue or something that plays at Florida. He's like 7'9" or something insane like that. Apparently the Florida football team is trying to sign him as a dual sport athlete. And I'm like, legitimately, you send him in a red zone situation to stand in the end zone, who's gonna be able to jump with him for a jump ball? Like genuinely, if he learns how to catch well, who would be able to catch a ball over a 7'9" wide receiver? Like I don't know. I don't know how that would even work. What in the hell, 7'9"? Yeah, he's like the tallest player in all of college basketball right now, I think. He looks like Wemby. Hello, ADL. I missed like 30 open nets. Why open it's impossible against bronze when there's an open net? Well, because it's psychologically you know it's open. So you're relying less on instinct and you're overthinking like, oh, I gotta make sure everything gets right. Everything is blah, blah, blah. That's why the best nights are the ones where you're just playing like fluid. You don't even think about anything. You just do. Dual sport contract. I mean, I don't know about contract, but he's a, it's a rumor that I heard that they're like pitching him to do that. And I'm like, genuinely, it could be such a funny gimmick because I'm trying to think like most cornerbacks I'm gonna say in a high level are probably high 5 foot, low 6 foot. I think you need to be a little shorter to be a DB because the speed, unless you're like built like Bolt, you're not able to probably get a good cut in terms of changing direction, because being able to change direction is probably way more important as a DB as compared to like being tall. But I'm thinking as a wide receiver, you can't use him down the field, but I'm like in the red zone, put him in a post, just sit him in the back of the end zone, you can triple mark him, whatever, just chuck that thing high. There's no way someone doesn't literally have to climb him to get a catch off of it. So in the back of my mind, I was literally thinking, I'm like, how are they possibly gonna use him? And I'm like, I guess on special teams maybe, like block a kick, but even then I'm like, his vertical's terrible. Because I think he's too big to have like a good vertical. So he's like, his vertical's only like 20 inches or something like that. Maybe even less than that. Probably because he's just too heavy of a dude. Pass interference every day. That's what I'm saying. It's like a guaranteed like weapon in the end zone. Like just for the red zone. It's kind of like the fridge for the Bears back in the day. I don't know, I say back in the day as if my audience remembers 1985. But yeah, just like a gimmick player you bring in on like goal line scenarios or something. I mean, that's why tall players don't last in their careers, because their bodies are just too frail and long. Like human bodies just dead ass are not meant to be that large, so. Also, like, the weird thing about being that tall is the world is not built for you. Because if you think about like most engineering, it's built for people who are like maybe 6 foot, maybe like high fives. But like the moment you get to like 7 foot, you're like ducking under like the top of door frames. Seats don't fit you. Your knees are crammed against the back of like any bus seat or plane seat or whatever. I have a buddy I went to college with who's 6'4", and he says he hates flying because you have to. For him to have any enjoyment at all, he has to buy like the fire lane tickets, which are like an extra 30, 40 bucks. Europe's even smaller. Really? The Dutch are like the tallest average people in the world. I wonder if things in the Netherlands are slightly larger though, just because they're all huge. Can you dunk? Of course. Well, Ireland. Yeah, it's true. They're all pretty short. Dutch mentioned. Jurgen. The Dutch language is as beautiful as it is hilarious. Okay, I wanted to get that 50. Wizard, nice. I should be able to get that. I'm just gonna bump him. Nope. Especially shower cabins. A whole cabin for your shower? Look, we're getting the inside knowledge from a real Dutch person. Okay, we got a partial deflection on that. Bro, these guys are trying to sniff my butt. What's her vertical? I don't know if I've ever tested my vertical. You're 16, you're 6'3", god dang. Hey, Mason. Yeah, they're swinging through for the demo every single time, so we just gotta be a little careful on that. I'm just gonna go for the mid boost on, oh. Went for the wave dash and wasn't paying attention. All right, we pinched on that one. Now let's get back, grab some pads. Nice Wind Wizard, and Triton's gonna goal it. Oh, never mind, let's go. I thought he feel slipped into that one. You're only 5'10", only 5'10". 5'10's not bad. Higher than the average. My buddy in college was 5'5", and so he was always kind of frustrated that his dating pool of women typically shrank a lot, and they ended up getting with a girl who's 4'10", so there you go. Like I said, airplane flights always, I'd have to imagine it was a nightmare. I want to say I flew on a Swedish or a Dutch flight in first class, and it was not bad. Maybe it wasn't technically first class, it was just like the nearest seat to the front. But yeah, I was getting flown to London for free from an esports org. Shout out OG Esports. And they were like, hey, we'll pay for your flight. And then I was like, oh wait, then I can pay for my seats. So basically I get a flight to London and all I gotta do is pay like $100 for a cool seat. So I did that. And got to fly in perfect place. Sat next to a lovely British gent, telling me all about his kids who were on the flight and what he did for a living. That man was rich, dude. Apparently one of his kids is in the Newcastle Premier Academy or something like that. I'll tell you. So I've been joking with you guys. I said I was 6'9". That's a bit. No, I'm 5'8". I'm 5'8". I don't know what that is in meters. I think it's like 160 centimeters, probably less. I forget the math on it. On 60 centimeters? I don't know the conversion, personally. Just plug a 5'8" in. That's really small? Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, I got kind of screwed up. My father's 6 feet flat, and then my mom is 4'10". So I was really upset about that. I was like, bruh. You could have married anyone. Instead, you married this woman. Took away all my height. I'm taller than the average woman in the US. That's all that matters to me. Only weapon I found in DayZ the last 30 minutes is a stick? Bro, that's all you need. You should be going through houses and whatnot. Compared to 6'3", but not everyone's an ice giant. That's what I'm saying. Genetics, I guess. Well, yeah, it is. I mean, the Dutch are all insanely tall. Every single Dutch exchange student we had in college was like 6 foot. It was 6 foot minimum. Even the women who came over were all like 5'11", 6 foot. Being average makes you feel better about being 5'11". What do you mean feeling better? All you people growing up as 5'11", you guys are such frauds. Yeah, it makes me feel better that it's average. Because I'm still short. No, you're not. You guys are so nonsensical. It always pissed me off in college whenever I would be dating or whatever. We'd all, like, all my roommates and I would be single. They're all like 6'3", 6'4", 6'2", and meanwhile I'm 5'8", and this is before dating apps had any measure of your height. And there were times where like you talk with someone and you meet up with them and you realize, oh, they're taller than me, or they thought you were taller or something like that. And now that doesn't happen anymore. But they used to be like, dude, I think you're thinking too much about height. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm like, dude, you are taller than 90% of women though. So you never have to worry about that. Like, unless you're literally going to try to date some like basketball player or volleyball player. Like, you're literally never going to run into a woman that's taller than you at 6'3", 6'4". So it always irritated me when they were like, I think you're overthinking it. I don't think women care about height. I'm like, well, of course I don't care about your height. The buddies over here being like, yeah, I felt really self-conscious about being, you know, taller than 70% of the population. I don't actually know the height distribution or percentile being 5'11", but I'm sure it is a little annoying though that you're 1 inch away from being 6 foot, but not quite. Reinstalled for now. Austin, our shorts have been popping off lately, so I want to make sure I'm taking advantage of any algo momentum we have. We even got Jaden Murray back in the stream for a bit. Where's the crab? We'll play some more crab in the future. Honestly, we had like really good viewership on the crab champion. Oh. Yeah, we had really good viewership on the crab champions stream. That was actually really funny. I play a rugby. You're right. Yeah, that is a sport sometimes you don't really want to be super tall on. That was a rough touch by me. All right, trying to tap that back a little bit so it's a hard read for Kev. He makes a good read on that. Why 6 foot such a golden standard? It's basically just like that's where people truly consider you. You're not just like an okay tall. That's in the U.S. culture. That's like you're like tall, and for a lot of women, that's like a really attractive height for people. So that's why. So in male dating culture, it's like 6 foot is like seen as like the height you really want to be, or over 6 feet. There's also like those old jokes like the I'm looking for a guy in finance. Have you guys seen that remix, that TikTok or whatever? Yeah, in your country, being over 6 feet is not that big of a deal. But imagine if 80% of people in the country were not 6 foot. That's basically how you want to think about the U.S. And still be shorter than you. Yep. Oh, I flipped at the wrong angle. My bad. Not gonna lie, I was leaning back so much because I didn't expect to beat him over the top there. I was so confident he would hit that anywhere other than directly backwards. Why would he lean forward? That's a rookie mistake right there. You lean into the ball at the last second, you don't drive forward and then adjust up. Austin H is pretty tall. So I want to say, what are you, like 6'2"? Honk? Yeah. For reference, if your average is 6 foot, 6'1", our average is 5'8". So, very different distribution. Wow, he backflipped so hard to bail that out of that one. Man, I tried to pre-jump that and you took so long and then you spiked it below me. If you just hit it at me, that would have been fine. He was probably trying to do that, to be honest, but I'm just a negative Nancy right now. Oh, that's such a good touch. Oh, that's such a good touch. No. Teammate. Oh. One more, one more, one more. Close one. I'm just gonna cut on that. I don't remember the goal they scored on. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, man. How's Saturday going, y'all? It's going all right. I was 5'10" in high school, and that was the average in my area. Yeah, I was taller than, I think, pretty much every woman, except for, like, 5 or 10 in my whole class. So, like, probably like 100 plus women, probably like 5 or 10 of them were probably taller than me. So that was fine for me, but yeah, going to college is a bit more frustrating. I remember I had a date with a cheerleader one time at our school, and she showed up and she was like 1 inch taller than me, mainly because of her shoes, but she was not okay with that. And I was like, oh, okay. And I immediately recognized based on her face that I was like, yeah, it's not gonna work. Which is why I thought it was like really funny when Tinder a while back for April Fools was like, we have height verification we're adding. People are like, that's so nonsensical. And I'm like, why are you guys mad at that? Like, who cares? Lat M. I found a car radiator. I don't know if that's a weapon. I guess anything's a weapon if you throw it hard enough. This village in Africa has a 6'2", 6'3" average. The secret was goat milk or something. Dang. Dated with a woman taller than me. She was 6'4". Oh, dang. Yeah, it was always irritating because I'm the shortest man in our entire family, and it's all because I'm the like all the people on my dad's side, all the men are tall, and then my dad had to, you know, of course, marry and have kids with the woman who's 4'10". It's like, man, you really cucked me, my height here, buddy. Yeah. No. No! No, it was open! Oh my god. Here, lob it up. Surely. Wow. Tallest person you've ever met. Someone on the Arizona basketball team back in the day when I worked there. They were like 6'11" or something like that. So they were definitely by far the tallest person I've ever seen in person. They look almost alien when they're that tall. You're like, damn, humans are not meant to be that large. What the heck? I remember being like, damn, because I was with my girlfriend at the time who was like 5'4", and so we both were just like, we asked him, he just started laughing. He's like, I'm 6'11". We were like, so much killing. Wait, DayZ is in multiplayer game? Oh boy. Nice. Okay. Because they're in a tower with me, I'm 5'9". Their height trend lines I'm at 6'2" and 6'5". Jeez. Well, hopefully that is. How's the gig? In terms of the job, Austin? It's going well. Little weird, but I had a talk with leadership the other day because one of them mentioned like, hey, how's your territory going? And I'm like, well, I mean to talk to you guys about it because a lot of things I can and cannot sell based on this job, based on what I'm allowed to sell, because my company, for the broader context for everyone, is only allowed to sell in certain states and certain things in certain states, and I need like to hire subcontractors for electrical work or whatever. And so like a lot of the reason I haven't been reaching out to more stuff and trying to like build my connections in my state is because I don't really know what I'm allowed to do. So I had a couple conversations with like the people in charge of my company, and they were able to like have a nice long, hour-long, 30-minute-long talks with me about like what we were access to, what they expect of me, what they want me to take care of, and you know, now next week is gonna be a fun one. Got some good high-level meetings going on. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna let him recover over there. It's fine. Oof. Yeah, I just want to beat on that one. Just trying to win the 50. There is literally nobody here. Ninjas, you just got to jump straight up, and you miss. That's crazy. All right, well, they measured yearly at the pediatrician. Could you turn graph the percentile projection? That method sounds accurate. Yeah. Dad height plus mom height divided by 2. That's plus 2 inches. That's a decent estimate. I don't think that's how it works. But sure. Because I definitely know people with incredibly short parents that also grow to be really large. So, you know, genes are a wild thing. No, I saw you turn. Frickin' bot, get me out of here, dude. Ugh. That guy was so late on that aerial, so I'm like, oh, you're turning around, it's fine. And then he went, and I'm like, oh, you're like, I'm gonna get close. You're not even gonna get close. That's a problem. Pre-jumping at is crazy when there's only one player to beat. Calls on. Kind of in service you can play? I never knew that. I don't really like massive online multiplayer stuff. Especially anything with a combat mechanic, because it feels like... The reason I never like Dark Souls PvP is because every single time I ever tried it, it was kind of fun, but you would get hit by so many ghost hits, and it was just like, this is just not fun, because I'm not actually like testing my reactions. It's mostly just how well do I play compared to a server lag. I should have passed that, my bad, teammate. That spawn's not gonna be there yet. That's okay, fine. Oh, you missed! Oh my god, I hit that and I was like, ah, it's okay, he's gonna clear. And they didn't, and I was like, oh, they both missed. That could have been the game winner. Man, I threw that one. I should have shot it. All right, chat, I'm going to not assume these guys are capable of really anything for the rest of this game. Bang. Bang! Let's go. What controller to use? I use the Wii nunchucks. If you guys remember those, like, you know, the dual wired ones. Can I add you in Rocket League? No. Did I add anybody I don't know? Soulsborne is goated. I do love Souls. I do love Souls games. I love Bloodborne. But yeah, PvP was never for me because the connection was always just terrible. Like any time I would ever try to fight anybody, you would like have someone swing something and it would go like that. It'd be like full foot away from your character, and then you'd go and then take damage. And I'm like, you didn't hit me. Like, what is this? Like, how is this fun? And it just kind of bothered me because it was very hard to tell like when anyone was ever in range for anything. Days Gone. Just remember that Daisy. Wait, I might be thinking of Days Gone too. What was the one with the protagonist, the backwards hat and all the graphics? Is that DayZ or Days Gone? I think it's Days Gone. Also, how you doing, Bass? Using both nunchucks? No Wiimote, just nunchucks is hardcore. Yep. That's Days Gone. I knew it! Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I have no idea what DayZ is then. I'm in Sekiro now. Sekiro is definitely like art style wise, definitely up there with the best one they've got. I still think Bloodborne's my favorite. The fact that Sony does not want to make money by just porting that to PC at 60 FPS is literally insane to me. There's literally no reason why you shouldn't port or remaster that game. One of the best-selling games on the PS4 ever, and you don't want to remaster that, really? When everyone's demanding that you remaster it too? When we played in the Elden Ring multiplayer, honestly, I played the night rain thing. It feels really wrong. I don't know if it's just because I haven't played Elden Ring in a fat minute, but like, you know, I got 500 hours on Elden Ring. Like, I know that game pretty well, and the fact that I got on Night Rain and immediately it fell off is kind of worrying to me. Yeah, I couldn't get back down to that. Nice recovery on that. Why? Looks just messy. Hey guys, it's him. I'm just gonna get out so he knows he can go. Nice up.
My God, are you seeing this? Planet Earth. It's beautiful. I guess we're really all gonna.
We're just trying to beat him over the first one. Ippy, nice up. That's a tough one. Good up by Chip. Oh, my bad. Let me take that back for. Oh, my bad, Chip. Oh, I didn't think he'd pass like that. I was like, it's not really going to go anywhere. I don't know why you'd pass it like that, but I guess that's exactly what he tried to do. Man, this ball chasey. University of Waterloo? I was about to say, I'm like, that's a crazy read if he gets it. Ooh, nice, okay. How to get better Rocket League? You play it, you practice it, and ideally you practice it more than you play it. A lot of people are always try to get on the game and they just ranked, and they're like, why am I not improving? I'm like, well, it's because you're not actually like practicing anything. You're just playing the game a lot and hoping that you get better. But the way you get better is by doing reps, you know? You go to custom training, work on shots, work on your fast aerial, work on being able to actually, I don't know, hit the ball on target. Ah. I love all the easy shots these guys cannot hit at all, but when it comes to the double taps, they line it up so well. Oh, I pool shot him into that one. That's funny. All right, wide. That's fine. Just kidding. What the heck? Wait, did that roll? That office? Did that like with English? Because that was not in. Hold on, I need to see how this rolled. I think that might have like rolled and hit the ground and just slightly gone inside. Because that was not on target, at least at first. Wow, I haven't seen something like that happen in a bit. God, I can't wait for Collegiate Rocket League to start again. All donors from here from 7:30 and on will be matched. All right, chat, you heard him. I bet really hard on that. So you do a short comparing you and Messi? That's not how it works. Try to add that. Oh, sorry. All donors from here to 7:30. Sorry. I thought it was 7:30 and on, not like until 7:30. No, I didn't mean that on. Yes. So. So I think for the next 45 minutes, basically, is what he's saying. Because I think Matt is in the same time zone. Because I think he's in Fort Worth. Of course you whiff until last such. You'll make a short comparing you and Messi. No, I won't, but I will get some free engagement out of you typing that over and over. Ingeresting name, but I like it. Yes, it is an ingeresting name. You definitely will. All right, well, might as well keep commenting that then. All right, I saw him cheating up a little bit, and I'm like, I think I can probably just hit that up high. Do you do content gaming full time, or do you have a job outside the job with a sensor? Outside of this, I do have a out of this. But I used to be a full-time esports commentator, but this year basically killed that off because there's just to be dead ass chat. There's just there's a recession in esports right now. There's literally just not enough esport work this year. For reference, I was making around $30,000 more last year, and this year I think I'm probably gonna make even less than that. Not 30,000 in total. I mean, like, I'm talking like I was making a certain amount, and now it's a full 30K is gone compared to like the 50, 60K I was making year to year. So I basically got to a point where like I'm literally not gonna be able to pay any of my bills because there's just not enough. That was a crazy bounce. Because games that shouldn't die keep dying. Well, no, it's because sponsors are losing money and they want to change up what they're actually funding. I subbed and like you're very chill. Thank you, JWH. Yeah, the main thing is that sponsors started changing up their funding mechanism. So before they would kind of just be chucking money at a bunch of events and it kept the ecosystem active and interesting. But I think at a certain point they were kind of like, I want y'all to start, you know, instead of just like viewership, because we don't care about that anymore. Like, yeah, if you get 1,000 people on your stream for this $10,000 tournament, that's great, but we don't really care about that because ultimately we're not just paying. Overinflation from 2020 is finally catching up. Exactly, yeah. We used to have like a bunch of like really well-funded tournaments and leagues and whatnot, but over time, sponsors started being like, we want actual engagement. Like, if we're signing up for this because we want people to use our service, we're measuring not how many viewers you can get on the stream, but how many people are actually clicking a link to go to our website, how many people are signing up for our trial of our service or whatever. And because that's much harder to get out of a sponsorship deal, the deals have gotten more and more sparse or just straight up have stopped existing. So a lot of events that want to run, they try to contact sponsors, and the sponsors are asking them to basically to accomplish things that are going to be really hard to do. Or these people come in and say, hey, we were able to run an event, look at all the viewership we got, blah, blah, blah. These are how much impressions you're going to get. And they're kind of all just like, yeah, I'm not spending money on that if you can't guarantee engagement or have metrics on that. So because of that, ecosystem has basically no tournaments and therefore nothing for commentators to do. I think it's also people are like, well, the devs should spend money. Well, they're also losing money. They need to, you know, save up. So they're being a lot more frugal. Hey, X-Men. So yeah, for this ecosystem, we've had very few gigs to actually work. And it's been really tilting because I went from doing this full time and really enjoying stuff to now definitely in a better financial place, and the job actually is much more fun than I thought I would have having a job. But at the same time, it's also like, you know, I'm still going to be working in esports. I'll still be doing some events from time to time or whatever. But it does bother me from time to time that it's like, man, this everything was going great, and then in the third year of me doing this full time, suddenly the entire world explodes and all funding gets cut out. Noise. Gonna try to tuck that. Oh, third one. Nice. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Winter session just in general caught up to esports. Yes, did. Barely into Rocket League content anymore unless he's on this con still making videos. I don't think he does make videos anymore. I got a question? Well, it's a question. Oof. I was looking at the guy in the corner and not actually paying attention to how far around that shot I went. Jump. Did you always want to be a streamer? No, actually. I was a commentator first, and then I was commentating and playing with my buddies in a league for Rocket League, and they were just like, hey, you should make content. I think you'd be good at it. Or you should stream, I think technically was what they said. I'm like, okay. And so I tried doing it, and that's how it kind of went on. Dev should spend money is not a smart quote. It's literally the job to keep the game alive. The time. No, I mean, yeah, but like that's the thing is like a lot of people are saying, well, the ecosystem is dying, so they should just host more tournaments because they make so much money. I'm like, well, also what people understand as well is like people are like, oh, Rocket League should spend more money. Fortnite makes so much money. Epic doesn't have a lack of money. I'm like, well, dude, it's the same reason why Amazon is cheaping out with Twitch. It's like, yeah, Amazon has a bunch of money, but Twitch is not like a moneymaker of a website. Like in fact, it loses money very frequently. So they're trying to like make sure Amazon can keep giving them a budget. And if they can still turn a profit or at least do something good with Twitch, even with a smaller budget, then they can get a larger budget and whatnot. And it's the same with the Rocket League. Like just because Fortnite prints money doesn't mean Rocket League can. And you don't just raise Rocket League's budget just because, oh, but think about it. Like, wouldn't it be great? Well, basically, I think Epic is just handing down the orders to the Rocket League team. Like you have to make the game actually make some money. You have to actually show that investing in you is worth it. And I think until we get UE5, which is coming, definitely an announcement by the end of the year, in my mind, based on my connections at least. And I think content space and the esports space is going to be very dry for a while, and that's fine. There's going to be some whales basically keeping it alive. You know, Chief Beef, Coconut, Alpha Kep, pro players, I guess. But for the most part, it's going to be pretty hard to exist in this ecosystem. Wow, that triple commit is crazy. Nice ups. 2? Do you play viewers occasionally or no? We do some viewer games occasionally. Admittedly, I don't do them nearly as much as other streamers do, so I wouldn't say like it's gonna be like a weekly thing, but I'm down to do them slightly more. I really should commit to doing them like more regularly, but I just don't. Because I'm a comp grinder type of guy, so I just don't really enjoy doing viewer games necessarily. What other games you play? Not too many on stream. Oh, not too many on stream. All right, don't. No. Oh, we're fine. This screwed up. Not many on stream. I just beat Ghost of Tsushima, which is a great game. Cannot wait for Ghost of Yote to come out next year. We play a lot of Elden Ring, Soulsborne stuff. I've been doing a lot of like puzzle games lately, like single player games. A lot of Civ 5, a lot of not as much Slay the Spire. Just started playing Mini Motorways, which is like my new favorite like relaxing game. No, what a save! Bruh. I have a top 5 Elden Ring and Jedi Survivor. I don't think I've played Jedi Survivor yet. Comment section gone on shorts. Nah, I think skill issue on your side. I should have known he was going to go for the demo there. OT 247 is your predictions, Rice? All right. All right, 50? Ooh. Ooh. Cover was a little weak, I'm not gonna lie. All right, we reset this? No! We didn't get around it in the proper way. I don't know if he doubles that. He does, okay, cool. Your comment section on shorts is messed up. I can't see comments. That's probably a YouTube glitch. I would never toggle that off, so. Would you want to queue up for the 3v3 tournament? No, I do not play with anybody I don't know. Oof. I didn't expect that whiff, so I was kind kind of adjusting over. That's not good. Okay, we're good. What? Just make sure we go back here. Back pass? Oh, what a read. Okay. Let's save a little boost here. Nice, reset, close one. I was just trying to get in the way of that guy and it almost worked. Supposedly Stu, hit me. No! Nice, let's go. Oh my God, dude. Ugh. Bro, that was my goal. That was my goal. I should have scored that. Oh God, we fell out of GC3. That's pretty bad. I'm on the Witcher 3 in Sekiro. I gotta get back into Witcher 3. I never completed that game. I should get around to that. What would you have to do to get mod? Never ask me how to get mod. The best people to mod are the people who never ask about being a mod and are just in stream consistently. They're good vibes in the chat. And then eventually when I do need a mod, I look at them and I'm like, you'd be a good mod, and then I mod you. The people who actively are like, I want to be a mod, I want to be a mod, hey, can I be a mod, can I be a mod? I never want to mod those people because they want to be mod for the wrong reasons, you know? Already my fault. No, I mean, you wouldn't know, it's not your fault, but don't worry about it. I just say that because I'm like, don't ask me how to be mod. Easy clap. Hey, Taco, please don't mod me. That reverse psychology. Think I'm gonna fall for that? You bet I am. You played the Elden Ring DLC? I did. Turn the hacks off. Yeah, you gotta make it a little less obvious. I'm walling chat. imagine walling in Rocket League. I guess that would help you in like Rocket Labs, question mark. Pre or post nerf for Dawn? Both, technically. I was getting farmed regardless. That was on me, but it worked, so yay. When they had created this game, I can't wait to make CSGO and Rocket League. Dust 2 RL is gonna bang. Bro, I'm just so excited for creative mode. Just wanna dick around, make some goofy stuff. I wanna see how creative we can get with it too. Cause like in Fortnite, they're basically, oh my God, if that went in, those would've been 3 hilarious goals, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. And hide and seek gonna bang, for sure. I was thinking even just simple stuff like just sumo wrestling, like knock someone off the platform. Like you only get boost in like certain chunks if you survive or whatever. I remember watching a Left video about that and I'm like, that has so much potential if you're able to like actually code that out though. And it like kept score and whatnot. Could literally be like a deathmatch mode. I have a purple and pink themed car, I use atomizer dueling dragons. Oh. See, I have no idea how that stuff works, but like the Fortnite, like Bass and I both do voiceover work for Fortnite content firm for maps. And my God, dude, they do a bunch of crazy stuff in Fortnite creative. So I'm like, if you can do that with Rocket League, knockout battle royale, that's kind of where I'm at. It's like I want to be able to create new modes and just do random nonsense. Did I lag out? No, the guy just left the ball. Okay, I wasn't ready. We're just going for speed on that one. He got that? I would say Atomizer. Dueling Dragons always bothers me because the dragons clip into each other. I don't know why they never patch that. Yeah, a little too fast for me. That works. Done with the third, so that should be fine. It's crazy how most of those I think every single one of those bass quotes was gone off one stream. I don't remember what we were post-casting. I think Chicago rated us at one point or something. We just had like a podcast for 3 hours. That was fun though. We had a lot of like junior casters like asking us advice. It was like a podcast. I think Corelli came in as well. So I started casting Fortnite. That is such a crazy origin story too. Also, I think PlayStation Cup was today. They had Panda and Benkei. Sorry you didn't get that one, Bass. Good for Ben though. That's fine. I don't need to touch that. So I put me up years ago? Really? That's sad. Maybe they like people more endemic, who knows? Not telling anymore. Fortnite esports is such a weird, cursed area. Which I'm fine with. Yeah, I mean more money in that anyway. Oh. I mean, this man got to work the major alt stream, so I think he's doing fine just doing Rocket League in Epic Size. That is the one barrier I would like to cross, is work an actual RLCS event. It's kind of my hard ceiling right now. I found a gas mask. Preston, I want you to walk me through why that statement deserves a skull emoji. At this point, I feel like you're just gonna be like, I found a plastic bag. Laughing, crying emoji. I found a leaf on the ground. the lettering that spells out raffle. Gotta talk about APAC in front of 10K people. We'll take it, yep. Yeah, Bass, you're the only one who's been able to break through that. I don't think anyone else has really been able to do that, at least in the tier 2 area. Pretty much everyone else who's gotten on the mainstream has been either a massive streamer, like Fear, or they are someone who... No, that's pretty much it, yeah. It's either a former pro or you're a massive streamer or a creator. Nope. That was a good touch of extra. I was not paying attention to that. God, this map looks so garbage on high quality detail. I didn't know exactly where he was gonna hit it, so I was like, let me just stay central. isn't very much a you. I didn't expect that to be his attempt. He just cut it and that was it. He didn't do anything else. Oof, my bad. Yeah, I'm still obviously not full-time esports anymore, but basically I've decided like if they don't upgrade CRL in some interesting way or give us something, I'm probably gonna like off the record kind of just back away from esports. Like I can't keep dedicating time to it if there's literally no reward whatsoever. Like years of dedication and praise from Epic only to get like literally 0 gigs or 0 attentiveness or praise is very, very tilting after a while. It's like, yeah, I'll still take gigs, but I'm not grinding anymore for that stuff. At a certain point, it just doesn't matter. Definitely got to work some connects more, but I don't have those connects, so got to forge them. Should have met up with more blast people. Oh. Still needs an upgrade. Yeah, I mean, I'd be down for just going back to the old school one. Like league play multiple nights a week or 2 nights a week, ideally. If we don't have a B stream, that's fine. But like have 2 streams a week, maybe Tuesday, Thursday would be kind of a good thing. And then from there, just give us back like a decent budget for prize pool. And ideally at least give us 1 LAN. Like my God, dude. Like it really does bother me how much we have cut the funding on CRL, and then on top of that, cut away lands as well. We're getting paid like 1/6 of what those guys were getting paid. We get less lands and we get less prize pool to cast over. Big sad. Oh. That big veggie sponsorship. As in like big veggie, as in like, oh, big veggie, like the corporate nickname. No, that's just stuff from Big Tobacco, like that type of big. Or is there just a product called Big Vegetable? You ever want a cucumber, but like a really fucking huge one? Now introducing as well, Big Orange. Wait, no, that's not Big Veggie. Big Fruit. Big Broccoli. Oh, I was gonna pass back to Ankh, but I guess that was not in the cards. Sad. Oz, thank you for the $4.99 for the Dono Goal update.
Dono Goal update.
Cucumbers are fruits too. What? Are they? Is it the seeds thing? Cucumbers just don't feel very fruit-esque. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the pass, Ankh. That's what I'm looking for. Perfect pass. Big boy money time at work, then fund your own tournament. I mean, that'd be ideal. I'm not making that much big boy money. Once I start making commission and racking in sales, then it's big boy money. It's fine. Not like Wizard's gonna miss that, right? Oh! They threw? Yo, knock it to me again. The closest thing you've ever done to winning a lottery bass is winning at bingo in Vegas that one time. throw money in the hole. I feel like if I ever did that, it would mainly just because like I've done the calculations. If I keep doing like average on YouTube and Twitch and my voiceover work and my future income, and I'm not spending a crazy amount of stuff on other stuff, I should be netting like $2,000 a month once I get my pay raise. So in my brain, I'm like, I could probably fund something if I saved up for a little bit. I wouldn't mind doing that. Plus, it's all a write-off anyway, if you're a creator. What's your rank? This is GC3 right now. How do you have voiceover work? I'm not gonna, well, my stuff is like for within gaming. I just, my friend works at a firm that does that stuff. So I do stuff for like certain gaming channels. It is really just making a reel, I think, and trying to advertise. There's also websites called Voice123, which can work for that. Very competitive industry though, very hard to get into. Especially at the top, some of those like well-funded voiceover projects are a lot of money. Yeah, I'd be down to do Voice123 if it didn't have a subscription. It's kind of hard to legitimize dropping $400 on something that you're not even sure if you're gonna get any gigs through. Oh, so Ankh, with your 80 boost, I kind of assumed you'd be doing something there. What happened here? Never mind, you went to the corner. Okay, well, that explains a lot. When is your 90 day? My 90 day is...
Hope you're doing okay, Taco.
Crazy Culture. Wow, Crazy Culture. It's been a while. Thank you for the prime, 4 months. My 30 days is, or my 90 days is exactly 30 days. I think I'm exactly, starting right now, I think I am, yep, end of probation period, August 25th. At least that's my math on it. I don't know if it actually is different in their system, in my work system. We had a cool double, that's fine. He's almost rich, dude. If I could just, like, I'm so pumped. Probation, what did you do? No. It's in terms of like, you're getting paid a smaller amount up front for your job. And then after 3 months, you get your probation lifted and then you actually make your full on contract rate. Gotta make to SSL. I mean, we've been SSL a lot, just this past couple seasons. We've been bleh. Sweet. Yeah, I'm staring at the calendar like at Austin, like it's the little Braun meme, because I need to buy a new car, which has been really irritating. But we just got a massive infusion of cash from an esports gig we worked, and then we gotta keep saving, and hopefully I'm gonna say by like October, I can maybe start putting down like a actual down payment and get one. What and when was your first job? 2017, I worked at the University of Arizona as a research technician within the university's psychiatry department. Time to sell and buy new. Yeah, I'm kind of at a point where like I just, maybe not buy new. I don't know if I can really afford that, but I also want to debate like how much of a car payment I want to make, because I do not have good credit since I have a bunch of loan to pay off. So part of me is like, how much can I get away with not having a car? The thing is, I don't really want to go through to the new year and not have a car. So I'm like, if I can get like 6 to 8K down, I think from there I can probably, regardless of my credit, probably get away with a decent rate. And if I don't, I might just call my dad and be like, do you mind co-signing? And then I'll just pay everything, because I can afford it, but I don't want to have to deal with a monthly payment of like, you know, $500, $600. You look like Temu John Wick, he says. Oh. My dad keeps offering that. I would love that personally. Didn't your dad say he was gonna offer to pay you a car? Weren't you and your lady telling me that? I just can't afford 500. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could probably afford that, but it's just one of those moments where I'm like, God dang, I have $2,000 left to pay on a bill on a loan that charges me a fixed rate of $365 a month. So if I can pay that off pretty quickly, then that's $300 a month that I could just start saving up. And then instead that would just be replaced by a car payment, which would be nice. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I just really don't want to have to pay that much. So for me, I'm like, if I put like a, you know, $6,000 to $8,000 down on like a 20K car, which is like, you can afford like probably a used like 30 to 50K miles on it. I want to try to get something just heavy, reliable, pound miles onto it. Or that I can, if I do pound miles on it, it's not a huge deal. I personally really love my Hyundai, but I don't know anymore. Probably a Toyota Lexus, something like that. Usually probably the best choices for like a reliable long-term car. To check local auctions and impound lots. I mean, yeah, but I don't want to have to risk fixing anything. I'd rather just get a car that's like already certified to be like in good shape and pretty new. Like ideally I'd buy new, but again, I'm not buying a brand new car until I'm like incredibly secure financially, because I really don't want to drop $700 a month on a payment. Noise. Toyota, that's the goal, but you know, not too many. Problem is the Toyota is not a lot on the used car market because they just last so long, you know? What are your student loans again? Mine is 220K after a PhD. So that's the advantage of psychology. My PhD was fully funded, and also I got a stipend, so I have no debt from grad school at all. Mine is just from undergrad. I think I have like 23,000 remaining. That's all frozen right now, so I don't know when that's gonna restart, but yeah, ideally I'm just trying to pay off my other loans. And honestly, based on how much I'm gonna be netting month to month and once I get my pay raise, oh, nice read off the bar. How much I'm gonna be netting? I could probably pretty aggressively pay down all my loans within 2026. I should be debt free if I play my cards right. You can take over the work Camry. Oh hell yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm down with anything that's just reliable. I just feel so bad because that Mini Cooper worked so perfectly well, and then all of a sudden it just like it got hit with every issue imaginable. It was mind-blowing how well it was doing. Not paying for grad school is massive savings. Yep. Especially since I didn't even go through with my PhD. Yeah, I left about a year or two before. That's a Mini for you. They're so, or you like the Golf? Yeah, the Mini I knew was gonna, people were like, oh yeah, it's gonna be some issues. And I'm like, yeah, but in my mind, I was like, that's gonna be 50K miles from now, you know? Like, it's at 100,000, it'll be fine. And I just got it inspected by my buddy who sold it to me, and it was in great shape. So I was like, all right, let's go. And then all of a sudden, it just exploded, and I'm leaking coolant, and also I'm leaking oil, and also my engine's not firing right, and also the idle's rough, and I'm just like, what the hell? And I started getting it inspected, and they're like, yeah, the estimate on that is gonna be like several thousands of dollars to repair. And I'm like, at this point, what's the point? Like, I'd might as well just scrap metal this whole thing, get some cash out of it, and then, because my trade-in value for this car, based on how the fact that it literally cannot run right now, is gonna be like literally triple digits of money. Especially since it's an older car, so if I get like literally even $200 for that car, I'll be happy. Ever played Helldivers? I have not. My B-Day dinner? Hey, happy birthday, Austin. Enjoy. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go get a Honda or Toyota. I've heard like varying things about Subaru. People say some bad stuff about Hyundai, but my first Hyundai was like an amazing car. Granted, I only owned it from 33,000 miles to about 42,000 miles, so maybe they're bad at higher mileage, but I don't know, I always kind of like mine. I was thinking of getting an Elantra. Those new Elantras look pretty gorgeous, and they're really not that expensive. I think they look pretty futuristic. I see there's a couple in my apartment parking lot, and I think they look pretty. Subarus are a part kicker. I've had bad luck with Subarus. Yeah, because all the marketing is like, they're so reliable, you can hand them down to your kids or whatever. But I'm like, I don't know, why do I not hear people talk about them being actually nice and reliable? New Kia and Hyundai are way less reliable, which is a shame because the new Kias, fuck, they're so sexy. The 2023 Sorrentos or whatever. The new Kia rebrand is so insane. I had an Uber driver in Chicago pick me up in a Kia, and I was like, damn, this car is sexy as hell. And she's like, that's literally what I said when I was on the lot. I was like, damn, this is sexy sell. And then they gave me a rebate and we were like, oh, go from there. Kyle, thank you for the 5. Getting us to over 35. Boop. Getting us to 40. The drive nice too, but if you want a box that will never die, Honda, Toyota, and VW Golf. VW is not really the brand I'm associating with, like reliability, but I do like those cars. Maybe it's just the Golfs, who knows? Depends on the year, they're getting better. Yeah, Jerry, that's what I've heard as well. They're like, a lot of people are like, do not buy any COVID era car. So anything from 20 through 2023 is bad. And I'm like, really? Like, okay, well that eliminates a lot of new cars. Basically means I need like the model year car or basically something in 2019, but I'm trying to keep it very close. I want this car like pretty new, because ideally this is gonna be my like, not forever car, but you know what I mean? Like this is a car that I'm not gonna be driving and then trading in like 2 years later. I want to drive this car for a while, you know? You're gonna get SSL, that's the goal, but a lot of people trash Hyundai, but my anecdotal experience is positive. That's what I'm saying, Jay. My little Hyundai Accent, I bought that in 2017, I bought a 2013. That car was no bells and whistles, but it was super reliable. It was really fun to drive, and I think it was estimated to be like 38 miles per gallon. I had, based on my own measurements, like I was hitting like high 40s in terms of miles per gallon in that car, as long as you're not driving like 100 miles an hour. I had great gas mileage in that car. I filled up my tank once a month, driving to work every day in that car, and doing errands and doing all the other stuff. Oh, good bump. Never mechanical issues from anyone I know. Yeah, but the same thing is like some people, there's a lot of these mechanics shorts where they go up to everyone in the store and they're like, what's the most reliable car? Or, what's the car brand that has personally paid your rent as a mechanic? And everyone's saying Chrysler's ass and all that stuff. Surprisingly, not a lot of Ford. I don't know if Ford's like a good like car maker now or whatever, but yeah, basically they were saying all GM cars are like ass and you should never buy one. And I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. Not that I ever wanted to, but still. Ford is mid. That's kind of my thought. I don't mind the Ford Focuses, or I think they're the Ford Focus. Mazda also has a really cool car that was on a crazy sale, but then it was an electric car, and I don't know if I want to own an electric car unless I live in an apartment or a house where I have the charger in a place where I can plug it in near where I park, you know? Like, I feel like having an electric car when you have an actual house is great, but if I'm in an apartment and I'm parking in the garage, that means like in order to charge my car, I have to spend time going to like a supercharger or some grocery store with charging spots or whatever. I love my Ford Fusion Hybrid. That's nice. Good review. Oh, didn't even hear him. I had bad Fords in the 90s, 2000s, not sure how they are now. GMC's not very good. Yeah, yeah, for me, it's like I'm just trying to get something reliable, and I think I've seen some good deals on Hyundai Elantras. They seem pretty cheap. I'm down to get a Toyota, but Toyota problem is nowadays I've noticed Toyota and Honda, they come with, I think because everyone kind of knows they're the most reliable, they come with a little bit of like an upcharge on that. Like the equivalent Honda car to any other brand is like an additional $5,000 to $6,000, which is a little annoying, but you know, maybe that won't be a huge deal. Oh, Sundown Pyro. You're paying for the quality. No, I know, but that's the thing is like, if you're trying to pay on a budget, it's kind of hard to like immediately be like, yeah, I'm gonna get a Toyota because I'm paying for the quality. Yeah, it's great, but like, it's still like a huge upcharge compared to everything else. Maybe not upcharge, but you know, like the quality is high and the reliability is there, so they can get away with that. But you know, when you're shopping on a budget like I am, it's a little irritating because you're like, oh, this car's perfect. Oh, never mind. I don't know if I can drop that. But either way, I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of disposable income by the end of this year, based on, unless I have something insane come up, knock on wood. I'm gonna do that right now. But everything should be fine financially for me in like a month or so. And I should be able to make an aggressive offer on like a car if I want to. I'm gonna kind of keep myself monitoring like certain car lots and then go from there. I'm right by a lot of dealers, but I kind of want to buy from some place that I know will finance with me pretty fairly. I've heard pretty good I sold my car to Carvana. I've never bought from them, but I've heard decent things about them. Drive time, I don't know about. They're always like, oh, here's your allowance with 0 down. I'm like, no, but the thing is I want to put money down. So whenever you shop on their website, they only show you the monthly payment with 0 down. And I'm like, but I want to see it without it. And they don't let you do it. And it's like, buddy, I want to see it. Like, what does this car cost if I put 6K down or whatever? Drive time screws you over. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured it's meant to be kind of like a, look how cheap this car is, and you're on a budget, so it's kind of meant to be like a pretty aggressive thing. I also don't know how good their finance. I think a dealership is only as good as their financing options. That's why I will never ever go to a. I remember getting a hit on my credit because they hard checked my credit like assholes. This corner lot in Chicago, I was shopping for a car, and there was this deal online that was pretty good, and I went to look at it, and I was actually gonna pull the trigger, but then they were like, oh, do you mind if we pull your credit real quick? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I just thought it was gonna be a soft pull. No, they hard checked my credit and then came back at me, and I had a 780. I had a 780 credit score, by the way, and they come back to me and say, yeah, we can get you in at 20%. And I thought they were joking. I was like, oh, haha, yeah, okay. Well, anyway, well, can you get me there? And they were just like, yeah, 20%. So should we get the paperwork together? And I'm just like, buddy, respectfully, you should walk into the ocean. Like, what are you talking about? There's absolutely no way in hell. And I figured he's probably chunking up his margin. They probably got a financing deal for probably like 5 to 10%. And then they were like, oh, well, I want to make some more money. So I'm just going to tell him, yeah, it's actually this percent. See her down straight up made to trick people. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want a 0 down estimate because I'm never going to buy a car on 0 down. I'm not going to finance freaking $25,000. I'll finance like 18 or 15 maybe because that wouldn't take an insane amount of time to pay off. If he does cosign, maybe his bank will give you a lower private loan. Well, that's kind of my thought is like, if I kind of want to talk to my dad because I'm like, I had very good credit. And then unfortunately, I got hit with a lot of nonsense down the stretch of my life. And I had to take on some loans, take on some kind of like irritating financial situations. It's mostly been remedied, but we're still like, if anyone's ever had to rebuild their credit, it's not an easy and quick process unless you're making a bunch of money. So slowly getting that underway. And once that is, then my rating will be fine. But yeah, for right now, I don't really want to get a loan and then have to refinance or anything. So yeah, I'm just going to be like, hey, Dad, do you mind co-signing? And then I'll still take care of everything. I just need you to like make sure we're all chill. And I think he'd be down to do that. I don't really know. I also don't know if you can co-sign remotely, you know? I don't know if he has to physically be in the dealership or physically have to, you know, be involved with anything. Either way. Means money for them make guaranteed just a fact. Yep. Not saving enough to buy it outright. Yeah, see, that's the thing though, Kyle, is that with my job, I'm gonna have to drive. Like, I need a car. I can't wait too long. Because hypothetically, I'm like, yeah, I could just Instacart and, you know, get my groceries and whatever, and it's fine. But like, we're approaching the point where like, I'm gonna be like 3-4 months into my job soon. And we have a bunch of clients around this area that they're gonna want me to visit, or places down in Waco that they're gonna make me visit, or all this stuff. And I'm kind of like, I don't really have 9 months to save up. If I did, I would buy a car. At that point, I would, you know what I was gonna do? If I ever did that, I would straight up buy a Toyota like GR86 or whatever, because those cars are sexy as hell and I love how they look. But since I'm not doing that, I have to finance something like actually realistic and that actually works for me. Bang! Woo! That's a really good save, I'm not gonna lie. That's robbery. He has to be there. Okay, well, maybe that's option's not available. Then immediately pay it off the next day. Damn, that gotta be so crazy for the banks. All right, cool. We're gonna get this much as it. Wait, what is he doing? What are they doing? Yeah, because you're intelligent. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's why. I think he, honestly, part of me wonders if they tried to get me at 20% for that thing because I was in grad school. So at the time I was 24 and they probably thought, this kid's not gonna know anything about cars. He's probably stupid. Like, he's probably some stupid kid or whatever. And I'm like, bro, I bought and negotiated my own first car. Like, I'm not gonna be an expert on it, but I'm not gonna take a 20% interest loan. Thanks, love you want to do it. The dealership, they hate it. Yeah, the dealership always hates it. The more I've grown up, the less I've seen dealerships as like a necessary like part of car buying, and more as like they're not even necessary evil. They're just kind of straight up evil. Yeah, drive time I know screws you over. Carvana was a very great experience, and the customer service and everything was really good when I sold my Hyundai to them. Like, they were very fair about it. It was a very easy process. So that partly makes me want to do their car buying, because they do allow you to, like, you know, actually get a decent rate and put a decent down on. Plus, their car selection is way better. Drive time is like some garbage. It's like, oh, do you want to pay $20,000 for this car with 100,000 miles on it? It's like, what? Like, unless that car is literally made of gold, I don't really know why it's $20,000 that many miles. No, I lined up the backflip, but I went too far. Yeah, either way, very excited for my car, and the fact that I'm actually going to be entering 2026 as like the most financially secure I've ever been. Granted, who knows? Maybe I'll accidentally cost my company $7 million and I'll lose my job immediately, but who knows? Wow, I like the part where all three of us turned and only one of us made sense to turn on that. Why? Why? You're so far away. Sad. Nah, we don't have to forfeit, guys. We can win this. We just gotta stop doing dumb stuff like that. Go. Can I donate in CS2 items? Depends on the items, I guess. Can I play with you? Unfortunately, I do not play with anybody I do not know. Oh. Why are you on the goal line on that? Damn, Lofty, the double commit is crazy. I didn't anticipate that. Top corner. No! Bro, I almost sniped the shite out of that, dude. They gave me an open shot, like, oh, what's he gonna do, hit a top corner? Yes. I couldn't get to it in time. Ran out of boost. Oh, dude. That's insane that they denied my double tap earlier and then immediately after, well, not immediately after, I hit the top corner and it posts out. Sad. Yes, say yes. Take the items. That's actually true. If he donates literally anything, it's net profit, I guess. You want a Titan Cologne 2014 paper? I don't know what that is, but sure. Titan? I feel like this is just a bait chatter where he's just like, yeah, you want me to donate name item that's really expensive on the market right now? What's your Steam? I don't know what you would even need for that. Might be the best defender, NA, no cap. Chef, did you save that double tap for me? I think it was Lofty, but I couldn't tell. Yeah? Bro, I was so angry about that. I literally went bang. No! I've never actually played CS, so trading is a completely foreign thing. How do you trade to people? Do you just get their Steam username and be like, here, take it, and then type it in? How do you jump from the wall to properly attack? I mean, it entirely depends on the ball you're going for, you know? Honestly, it's just about learning how fast your car goes off the wall. So obviously you just jump and learn how fast you can go from flat to, or like kind of turned to flat, and just learn what you need to press and how long you need to press it. And then once you do that, I think flying off the wall feels a lot more straightforward. Whoa, the lag was that? My whole car went bleh. Won the quarterfinal of a tournament in 3-minute OT, nice. Man, I wave dashed because I thought it was going to be a little close to the corner, and then it wasn't. Team Vitality is dominating Rocket League and CS. I wouldn't say they were dominating Rocket League. They played well this past major. Didn't they just take on a steak sponsor in CS? Not a fan of that. Steak looks so ugly on a jersey. I mean, they're probably making absolute insane money off that sponsorship, but... No, dude, the crossbar. Ooh, I probably could have doubled that, but I was playing for the read. I just wanted to go straight because I was like, I think he might get that, and then he didn't. Back pass? I'm just gonna, oh, I was gonna say chip that up. Ooh, backboard me. You freaking pansy, dude. Teammates never want to look at me in the backboard and actually play it to me. They always just go like, well, I don't know about that. Yeah, gotta go for your high percentage plays, idiot. How dare they? How dare any teammate of mine play efficiently? Qua? That's got, oh my god, I hit that way harder. I'm so sorry, Alsig. Also, had no boost, that was done. Whoa, I smell Wendy's fries. Not like specifically Wendy's fries. I don't think it's regular fries, but I smell fries and they're definitely, is someone eating them outside of my door? What is that? It's like someone has like a fryer in the hallway of my apartment complex. What is that? I just got hit with like a delicious scent wafting through the air. It smells really good. Oh man, I really want Wendy's now. Ooh. I might get Wendy's, chat, I'm not gonna lie. Vibes have been good today. Stream's back. I don't really care about wins or losses because the vibes are good. Yeah, we went over 3. If we go over 3 hours, then it's a good stream. Then I'm happy with that. We're at a good viewership too, at 2,000 views. We've been hitting like maybe like 1,500 past couple of streams, so that's good. Glad we're starting to regain a little bit more of our average viewers. Can't play with you, I love your streams. Well, how much do you love them though? Man, how many crossbars can we hit? There's literally no way that last one didn't go in. Double tap that. That's actually insane. Matt L, thank you for the 10.
Ooh, killer.
Oh, I'm just ball chasing. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we're playing so slow, so I'm just getting impatient. Got that wall pinch, sad. Ooh, Hades, that's not great. Yeah, don't worry, buddy. I got you. Wait, we're losing? Since when? When was their goal? I genuinely don't remember them scoring. We're losing to C1s. We have had like 50 shots, I swear. They've outshot us? I don't believe that. I feel like we've been outplaying them this whole game. We've just not been able to actually get our shots under the bar. But can we play together? No, I literally just told you that. Okay. How many viewers in Twitch? I genuinely actually don't know right now. I think I just need to demo these guys. These guys are camping their net super hard. All right, that's a backboard. It's fine. Hades, good roll. We're gonna cut that. God, you're such a virgin. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. That was really bad defending by them. I don't know how I caught up to that. Explain to us the moves of what I'm doing. Okay. Back post? Ah, 2 back posts. I just got to put that on target next time. All right, we'll rotate out on this one. Vela's gonna leave it to Tim. He'll flick it over me. That's fine. He flicked it past 2. That's also fine because he got bumped. Alsig took a really risky play there, and he nearly didn't get caught up with that. I got bumped. That might be a goal. Just kidding. Sometimes if you're not sure if you're gonna get above a shot, you just need to jump and lean back. Don't try to flip into it. That's a huge mistake people often make, is they try to flip into the play because they think it'll get more power or whatever, but ultimately what you're trying to do is just get in front. You're not trying to actually hit it. Can I still give you it? I don't know what I need to give you, like my Steam profile link or whatever. If you're genuinely down to, you know, donate that, then bang, near post. Nope! Nope! He's gonna miss that. Nice save. All right, he flipped. That's open. Never mind. I'm gonna cut real. Ooh, should be a game. Oh, I didn't think he'd stay on that. That's fine. Okay, I'll say great air dribble. Well done. Get the reset. Perfect. Vela's gonna give it to me. Hello, Dario. Interesting. Okay. We're just trying to stay in front of that one. I was not sure where JFen was. He's going to give that away. Oh, Tim. No one loves you. But he's taking away my boost. That's a really good air dribble by that guy. Nice. I'm going to try to win that, or at least slow it down. That's fine. I get Vela off. Ball. Elseg jump. Nice. Hades turn. I would go, but that's definitely Elsig cutting in. What do you know? I'm right. All right, Vela's going to probably double tap that. Yep. Teammate good 50, touch and flick. Perfect, shot, perfect. Bar out. Ugh. What can I do to look more like Messi? Probably have his similar height and facial structure and hair color. And I guess hairstyle. Just go into your barbershop and be like, can I get the Messi? Alsec turn! Let's go! Let's go! Ah, it's definitely on purpose by me! Ah! Rolled that ones on spelling. Yeah, a little bit. Bang. They could not recover. I'll deal with bad teammates. I'm hard stuck goal, but when I play with Diamond front, I can win against Diamond players. I mean, honestly, you just need to improve your own consistency. It was Messi as a troll, or you live up to your mom's... What, DR? Sorry, what? Man, I forgot how early I started the stream. I'm normally used to, like, right now it's like 3 hours into stream, it's like 10 o'clock, and I look at 7:30. I was like, all right, cool. Got the whole evening ahead of us, chat. My throat is getting a little itchy and a little scratchy, and I do have to cast tomorrow. So I might peace out soon, but I do want to check base with that one guy on YouTube who genuinely wants to trade me something on Steam. If he genuinely wants to do that, I'll take a free 70 bucks. Good players score goals. Good players score goals, but great players bounce the ball off teammates so they can score goals. Exactly. I literally just had a short today about assists. I wonder where that is at viewership-wise. Team's up 1-0 in semifinal series. Bro, you gotta lock in JWH. Hello, 115 Mux Bunker. GG, GG. Not sure if you were in the last game. They can't win if they can't score, but yeah, but neither can you. That's actually a philosophy of something I've been trying to like nail people down on. Is like, there's a lot of people who play to they play to not lose. They don't play to win. And people might be thinking that's semantics, but like it's a philosophy of how to approach the game, and it's really annoying to play with players who are actively playing to be like, I just don't want to get scored on. But the problem is like, yeah, you can play defensive, but the thing is when people do that, they overcorrect, and then they end up playing this really annoying kind of role where they're just screwing around back in their own corner, like locking down their own little place, and they're not actually doing anything useful. And it's kind of just like, well, I need you to like join the attack so we can actually like, you know, attack the ball. Well, that is a way to play the game. Like sometimes when I'm attacking, like you just tap the ball high like that and then abandon the play. Like you don't try to double it, you don't try to do anything. You just hit the ball high, make it a weird catch or something, and if they can't handle it, then you go. Speaking of knowing, the stream and its chat suck. Bye. All right, see you. Bye, DR. Taco Czar. Can I give you something? Buddy, I've asked you 6 different times. I've never done that before. What would I need to give you in order to do that? Like, what info do you need? And then you proceed to not answer that question. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess he left. And then you come back and be like, could I give you something? I'm like, buddy, if you genuinely want to, yeah. But like, I need to know like what you need if you want to do that. Ugh. Your Steam, as in like my username, or just do you need my profile link or whatever? All right, well, I don't know if I can send a link in stream though. That's a problem. I don't really know how to communicate that to you. If you do !point Discord, you should have a link to my, or go to my profile page and join my Discord. I can probably just, you can just DM me there or something and I can send you a link through that. Cause if I send a link through my YouTube chat, it won't post. Yeah, I don't know if you can click that link, but if not, you can go to my YouTube page and then it should be linked in the top right. Man, there's really no more threes games? It's 7:30. We're done? Does Burger King still do the chicken fries? Does anyone else remember those? That was my mom's favorite thing at any fast food restaurant. I don't know why. I was like, you do know that's basically just a chicken tendy in a fry form. And she's like, I don't care. That's all I need. I always thought it was like a limited thing, like the nacho fries at Taco Bell or something. Do you have a weather effects on? I don't think so. I think I have the higher quality video on. Yeah, I do. I don't know why. But no, I don't have the weather effects on. I think it was just the high quality. It looks frosty. I mean, yeah, I think it's just the high quality stuff. That stuff is always tries to enhance. It makes Beckwith look terrible because it adds like all like the grass getting torn up by tires and whatever, which I guess it's supposed to be like a park or whatever and run down, but I don't know. It looks map look really ugly. Crab Champions looks a little different today. Well, yeah. I mean, our YouTube has been popping off lately, Crep. It's always the world is so interesting like that, you know. I'm uploading shorts again. And then I'm like, you know what, I'm not streaming Rocket League for a while. And then all of a sudden, legitimately like 50 different things, legit, like 50 different like shorts that I uploaded have suddenly started popping in views. Like I think the last 5 have all been over like 3 times as many as usual in terms of views and engagement and whatever. So I'm like, should probably farm views off that. And indeed we are there. And people are generous on the donations. That helps. Very kind people. I sent you a message. Let me check that. All right. If he just needs my profile link, then I guess I can shoot that. Oh, I thought I had a different username, but I guess it was much more simple than that. I don't remember. I realized I thought I had a much more complicated username because I thought I created this account like way back when. Maybe not. Do you do points? Hey, Brandy, you came in here literally like 3 hours ago, asked me that. I said no, and then you came back and asked it again. I'm guessing you really just want points since the only reason you're in chats. Why? Can you explain to me why? Do points just enhance your experience way beyond what you're actually physically watching and interacting with? Points always felt like I'm a gimmick. I never enjoyed doing stuff like that. I think channel points are one thing, but like having like points on channel that people are gambling, it definitely farms engagement, I'm sure, but it just makes your chat basically unreadable. Like if anyone comes into chat, it just feels like you're not able to actually like read it legitimately anymore. Your friends list is full. Do you need to be friends with me to do that? Fine. Time to delete someone, chat. Well, there we go. Deleted someone. Seeing these points. I think Cozy has them. I think they technically can be redeemed for stuff on his channel, but I don't know how officially he's doing it. Like, I'm sure he's using like a bot to track them, like Nightbot or whatever, but I don't know. Points have always just been kind of an annoying thing because people just want to gamble them and they just like the idea of like having something to type in chat. It just feels like it's kind of a way to farm engagement in chat and whatnot, but all right, I deleted someone off my friends list, so I guess I have room for a friend request now. And we got one. Bang, confirm. Bomb, never heard of him. Cozy P, Comp, they all do points. I didn't know Comp did them. Who the heck is Bomb? I'm not trying to Omega Law this guy. I'm just like, I've never heard of that channel. I don't think there's like I don't think there's any threes games anymore, chat. Oh, dude, this whole time I was duplicate login. That's why. Okay. I was literally locked away in the Shadow Realm this whole time. That's crazy. He's streaming right now. I'm okay. I guess he's a newer guy. That or I just haven't browsed shorts so long enough time to see him. All of our videos? Glad to hear it, Grand Silver. Welcome in. It's kind of popular, I bet. Yeah. I mean, if he just recently started streaming, he's getting the YouTube stream buff. Typically in the first, like, I would say 7 months of streaming, you're going to get really good viewership. And then over that, and unless your shorts are still popping off, you're going to die off a bit. That's what happened to me. So I had to take a break from shorts. And right at the tail end of my like buff, it was kind of really irritating because you'd go from like hundreds of viewers to like suddenly you're getting like 20 where we're at right now. So we're slowly rebuilding, but definitely gotta build it back up. I was Grand Plant, but not anymore. Oh, now you're a Grand Silver. Damn. Unfortunate demotion. Pretty much you, same views, kind of. Well, I feel him on that regard. Very hard to stand out on YouTube right now. Yeah, viewership is pretty brutal in shorts lately. You know Yoda RL? Rocket Yoda? I don't know Yoda. I know Yota. Like, I'm buddies with him. You like it? I have no idea what it is, considering I've never... I don't know if you traded it or not. I appreciate it. Very kind of you to donate something. That's the first ever item anyone has ever given me. Or a CS item anyone's ever given me. Oh, so we're playing with real bad players. Okay, chat. I wasn't sure about that. Now, like, I was kind of ball chasing. I don't know why both of them went for this. That was kind of insane. I thought Dice was going to be in goal, so I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm getting real hungry, chat, so depending on how this game goes, I'm probably going to go after this one, or I'm going to play one more. Just because I just realized I want to make sure I have some actual food in my tummy. I can feel my stomach going, I go, ooh. And also, like I said, my voice is a little scratchy. Ah, man, that's got to be a better hit. Oh, nice shot. Don't phrase it like that, Zar. All right. View trade offer. 2014 Cologne Titan sticker. Neat. Can I add you? Hey, Brandy. I don't know if you're considering your name is Brandy Hernandez. It makes me feel like you're not old enough to have your own phone. And it makes me feel like you're probably 10 years old. So I'm gonna ask you to not keep breaking my rules. I don't add anybody, I do not play with anybody, I do not have points, so just gonna ask if we could chill a little bit and then maybe go from there. How about that? Can I add you? Guys, stop asking to add me. I will ban you. If you already know the rules that I don't add anybody or I don't play with anybody, please stop asking. That's not my real name. I know it isn't, it's probably your mom. Anytime there's a woman's name in my chat, especially a full first name and last name, it's 99% of the time it's a mom's phone and a kid on their mom's phone. I was joking. Were you though? Yeah, but the worst time to joke about that stuff is right after I tell someone not to. Especially because Grand Silver, you're not like you're kind of like a still like a newer viewer. I think you can get away with it when you're like a regular who knows the rules, because then it's like, haha, I'm poking fun at it. But when you're a new person, it's kind of hard for me to know like where you stand on that stuff, you know? So I don't want to come off as like a buzzkill and be like, oh, see, like that's why you should never say it. It's just like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, I was talking, so I couldn't hear Prima on this one. He caught up to me really fast. You know what else I could really F up right now? It sounded like Wendy's or something. I could eat a cheesesteak. What is DK? Yeah, I'm going, guys. I don't know why he's in the corner thinking that was his read. Gas for the 1-0. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I could eat a cheesesteak right now. I went to, I almost said Famous Mike's. That's not what it's called. Mike's Hard Submarine Sandwiches. What's the place called? What's the one going viral on TikTok where you like Mike's Way or whatever? I feel like I'm high. What is the name of this freaking place? Jersey Mike's. Thank you. I don't know why I'm saying Famous Mike's. Hey, Famous Mike's submarine shop, submarine sandwich shop. Jersey Mike's, yeah, I went to Jersey Mike's, got a cheesesteak. Pretty banger, not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. Yeah, we're kind of getting farmed, but low-key, this is also because DK and Dice are two players I play against a lot in ranked, and every time it's like this, where they're just kind of diving around, not making contact with anything. Seeing that I'm on the ball and double committing, please get me out. Yeah, we're done, chat. I think we had a good streak of games, but if we're playing with DK and Dice, we are truly at a realm of insta-losing, so we're just gonna move on with our lives. Hey, he's walking here. He is walking here. Oh. I was playing for the 50 and he just went right by it. Hi, Crip. And also, bye, Crip. All right, guys. I think we're done. Thanks to donations. By the way, Zara, thank you so much for the CSGO item. I don't know what's going on here, but seems pretty fun. Very cool. I got a sticker, a Titan from Cologne 2014. Yay. Yay. Anyway, good night, guys. Thanks so much for the donations. I'm gonna go demolish some food. Like it's gonna be ugly. Like lookers-bys or passers-by will cover their kids' eyes and they'll shake their head in disgust. It's gonna be brutal. Anyway, good night. Much love. If you're new, sub. If not, then much love. Give you and a lot of hugs. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.